YouTube! What's going on? Welcome to, the Powerbelt Tinybelt serial number, as far as I know, 001. I've got a couple guys with us today. I've got Zach and Shane. Zach actually got his serial 2 yesterday, and he's already halfway through the build, so it'd be nice to have a little bit of help. I know there's a few minor issues here and there, but in this box we've got that. I've got my build camera, and I guess we'll bring the other guys in and get started. Here's Zach and Shane. What's going on, guys?
There we go.
Yeah, fire starter, right? Let's see who we got in chat. I see Chris Lane, welcome. Mika, what's going on? Form Function, how's it going? Adam from Tinybelt, the creator of the Tinybelt, is hanging out in chat. He probably won't be on with us tonight. He's got some stuff to deal with. He'll probably be on with me tomorrow. Gene, how's it going? Non-fam, Form Function, Burning Gems. Tanner, what's going on, bud? And Luke Turner, sweet. And Dan's here. Well, that kills the stream. No, I'm kidding. So, Zach, before I open this and show the world, first thoughts?
It's a beta.
Yeah. I mean, I know you've had a few issues in the...
Yeah, there's a couple things that I've changed.
Yep, I saw some files up on the Discord, and I'll be printing.
If I were you, I would go ahead. Are you planning on finishing tonight?
No. I'm going to probably do 2 or 3 hours and then fire off the parts you have. And
I would still go ahead and print at least the spacers.
Well, I mean,
that's the first thing you do in the build guide is build those the belt tensioner, and I made revised spacers for them.
pt1, okay?
Yeah, I did mine out of ABS, but
okay. Well, that's what I have loaded in a printer, so I will.
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that all the parts of the printer that are printed are pt1.
Yeah, which I think that's what he was saying as well. Download that. Hit slice on that. Sorry, everyone.
So print 4 of those. You need 4.
Yeah. Let me get my headset since I'm echoing. I'm echoing on your side.
No, I'm hearing it. So we probably both are echoing, honestly.
Yeah.
We're gonna be honest.
Let me mute you. Let's see. Is there an echo? Shane, say something.
Perfectly fine here.
Okay, it's all Zach as usual. Let's see.
Well, I was hearing echoing from both of you.
Okay.
Usually with Zach's echoing, I usually don't hear from Zach too. So.
Right. Let's see. If I'm echoing, I'll grab my headset. That's not an issue. I'm just slicing from a mile away because I'm sitting far from my computer. Yeah. Can't even barely see it from here. Let's see. Slice.
Nero's post about people wearing those aprons and everything.
Say again.
So you know how Nero's had a post about people complaining that people were wearing the aprons.
Yeah.
Well, I got mine in today.
Nice.
Going and piss off all the people that.
Right. So, all right, let's see. Sorry, guys. I just want to get these files going, and we'll get to taking things apart. Start slicing. Slice. Upload. That printer.
Yeah, so there's a couple things I did a little different.
Right.
Some of it because I started out on an outdated build guide.
Right. Well, I mean, so he was out of town.
A little different.
You know. I got real.
Are you familiar at all with these TFT screens?
Yeah, a little bit. Not fully. A little.
Is it possible to run it off of just the RS-232, or do you need the?
No, you need the ribbon cable, as far as I know.
Okay. The ribbon cables that come with the screen are too short.
Of course. I'll have to hijack them from something else. Come on.
Unless you can run it off of only the, what is it, like 6-pin RS-232?
I don't think you can, but again, we have solutions for that around the world. So
Yeah, I don't have any spare of those cables.
yeah, I'm gonna have to hijack them from probably the Voron or something, or move this, or just dismount the screen and move it for now.
Yeah, that's a viable solution.
Yeah, I think that would be your best option. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go troll from the grandstands. I just wanted to come in here to have fire on your stream for the first, 5 minutes.
Right. All right, let me get these Firefox windows out of the way, and we'll begin the rest of the world. Who do we got left? We've got, hey, Sergio Brandonson. All right.
So I'm in the wiring phase now.
Yeah, that's the most fun. All right, here we go, opening. It delivered while I was at work. I covered Adam's info and my info, so I think everyone wants to know about it. You're welcome. Zach, do you have a headset, or can you?
Yeah, it's going to take me a second.
Okay. I was originally going to build it on this toolbox, and I'm just like, no. I should actually cut the tape. The hardest part's getting the box open. Adam, you over-taped. Nah, it's all good. All right.
Hear me?
Yep. So.
Okay, what I'm going to do. Oh, you did get number 1.
I did get number 1, serial number 1 for the. You're pretty quiet. So we got serial number 1, and I know Adam had these custom etched. So let's go ahead and continue opening. All printed parts are USA IC3D. I've got a 10 kilogram roll. It's like having a new car. So, bit of tube. I do have some Capricorn. I'm probably going to switch out right away. But PTFE tube.
That's for wiring. That's not for.
That's for wiring.
Yeah, that's strain relief.
All right.
But the PTFE that comes with the extruder kit, you'll want to replace it.
Yeah. So all the belt parts, a little bit of hardware, pretty much everything else. Roller mounts, couple parts are metal, power supplies, yay, and an SKR Mini. A whole bunch of other stuff. So
Adam, I got a question for you since you're here watching. Your TFT, are you using the ribbon cables and the black cable that comes with it, or are you only using the black cable?
All right, sub-assemblies. We got a whole bunch of sub-assemblies. We got frame wiring and idler pulley mounts. That's what I need the spacers for, really?
Yep.
So that, well, yeah.
Basically what it is oh yeah. The flat spacers rub up against the shielding on the bearings.
Yeah.
So that when you get it tight enough for it not to wiggle, the bearing is just like locked. So that's got a taper on the end that will
screw right in the middle.
Looks like a M520.
Yeah, it's one of those flat head, fully flat, sunken socket ones. All right, let's see. Oh wow, look at all this stuff. So it is a full parts kit, as I opted, because a little easier. We got our SKR Mini and our famous duck. Oh come on, does the duck not even work? There we go. Oh, man. Am I echoing on my side?
No, that was just loud as hell.
Sorry. All right, let's see. This Kia Mini E3 with the cables. That will get set aside in the box.
I'm working on mine off screens so I don't give away spoilers too much.
Right. got a screen mount printed on. I assume Adam printed this on his Tinybelt. From what I can tell, he did.
Yeah, I've noticed some of the parts are very clearly belt printed, and some of them aren't.
Yep. Got spacers. Some motor cabling. Pretty easy to identify. TFT screen, which... Oh, no, that's the E3. The other one was the TFT. Okay. I read the box. It was about tell you to send the whole thing back. You know, for the price of the beta, it's my first belt printer. Mini E3, like everyone knows. The belt material, which is, as far as I know, Adam's custom belt material. That'll be probably one of the last things we do, right?
Surprisingly, no.
Really? And
I am saving mine for last because it's easier to wire the printer after the bed or with the bed taken off, but you have to put it on to space some things out. So I'm waiting until the very end to do my belt.
Got the power supply box with some minor, I don't know if something shifted or whatnot.
Yeah, mine look like that too.
Okay.
It's not going to affect it. But I will say I put 3 new holes in mine. And when you get to that point, I'll tell you what to do.
Yeah, well, I've got drills and bits and all that. Some wire loom, and I've got some non-split loom like this I'll probably end up grabbing.
That is enough to do 10 printers.
Yep.
That is a ridiculous amount.
Good old belt. And
I've still got
for 2 extruders.
Look how much of the spiral wrap I got left.
Dang. Hey, Dan, you're missing the unboxing. Nothing crazy, just a bunch of printed parts. Looks like the extruder shroud.
Yeah, that's a really slick design. I really like it.
I probably should be reading the checklist as I'm doing this, just to make things easier on everybody. This is one of 2 front roller mount. No? Yeah? No? Yeah, rear roller mounts. Okay. So many parts. Yep. Got a bunch of those.
Yeah, all 4 corners of the roller mount are unique.
Yeah. Let's see. Another motor mount. Some other mounts, probably power supply, something like that. Yeah. Some roller bearings and some, belts and idlers and heck, even a nozzle. Wow, full kit with the nozzle. Yeah, I'll probably break that. So I'm known to break V6s for those that know. So as soon as this gets out of beta, no offense to Adam, it's getting a freaking slice mosquito because...
I was looking at this thing and thinking, I don't know that a mosquito would be ideal for this printer.
Even simply with the angled end on it?
Wait, does mosquito have an angled end?
Yeah, the mosquito's got one of the sides is a angled flat part.
No, that's just the standard hot block, right?
Yeah, but
just the way it would mount, I don't think would be very good.
Well, we'll figure it out, won't we?
A copperhead would work great, though.
Yeah, we'll see. Just more printed parts. We'll figure out what they are as we go.
Yeah, you'll probably be getting me to design the modifications, won't you?
Exactly. Actually, Adam probably have you design them because that's, I feel like a hardware bag was open. Yep. Hardware bag, unfortunately, had a hole in it, and I've got hardware everywhere. It happens, but the bottom of it is out, so I will figure out a way to collect that here in a moment.
Oh, man.
All right. Power supply, easy enough. Got a few of those lying around.
Flip that switch.
Oh, yeah. I remember you posting about that. I guess it was shipped 220.
Yeah, that's standard. it shouldn't do anything irreversible running it on half voltage, but
let's see. Switch flipped. Let's see. What's up, Ember? I'm going to toss this box. Close enough. Hacking everywhere. Some stepper motors. Looks like some BICU stepper motors. Silver motors.
Did you already come across the 3 pieces of tape?
No, yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah. So a little bit, to me, looks like an older generation of motor. Not exactly sure. Can't actually tell. No, 2021. Okay. Let's see, and pieces and parts. 4 motors. All right. Power switch, standard. Power switch, I have extra fuses for that if I need it. Power wire. Yep, full kit. There's a lot of work, Sergio. It's going to probably take me the weekend. Power cable's going to go on the floor. Last thing I will have to do, right? And a hot end. Now, what are we thinking the hot end is, Zach?
It looks like your standard Ender style.
Okay, MK8 probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
It actually the hardware kit has a slim down nozzle.
Yeah, I saw that.
I haven't swapped mine in
I
yet.
think a mosquito would fit if I decided to.
Yeah, you'd have to rotate it weird though.
We'll figure it out. I'll pay you to design it. That's what I do. Then I'll release it on Prusa printers so that everyone else can do it. Some extruder parts. Fun trying to find all this. What's that? Oh, metal plate. I remember in our video that me and Adam did that a couple parts were going to be metal just for strength based on location. I think these hold the Cantilever Arm. And that is one solid piece. Very nice. And assume that's part of the upper part of that arm. So, let's see, printed part. Heat bed. I know it's a little bit bigger than originally talked about due to some supplier issues. But man, isn't that a big heat bed? 235 by 235, if I remember him talking about.
No, it's like 330 by 330.
Damn.
He wanted 300 by 300. And when you order a 300 by 300 build or a heated build plate, they assume you want 330.
Yeah. More packaging. I do need to figure out. Yep, I keep dropping hardware because for some reason the bags are just imploding. So I gotta up all the hardware. And we've got a frame here. Some rods, which probably will get changed to linear rails if I actually have a couple linear rails from.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Why not?
It won't work.
Why?
It's not round.
Okay.
Those are rollers. Those are not linear rods. Probably the same stuff, but that's what the belt rolls over.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize
I was very confused too because I was looking at all the V wheels and I'm like, that's a lot of V wheels.
I'm gonna go grab.
I'm like, where the hell are the rollers? And then that came out. I'm like,
I'm gonna go grab a cup from the kitchen. That way I can. To. Oh, I'm in a tiny 10 by 12 room. You blame shipping, yeah. Can you bill them for me having to pick up all this hardware? Got some frame pieces. So funny enough, when I was getting into 3D printing, I backed a printer on Kickstarter called the Genesis. and it failed. I think they sent 10 total units. $500, never got my money back.
Rip.
Yep. And it was if you look up, it fell. My keyboard. Yay. I'll forget that. If you look it up, you can see it was a cantilever design. It was an early cantilever design. So, let's see. Using the packing material to transfer all hardware. So smarter, not harder. And make sure nothing gets left over. Let's see, who else we got? Ember, we got Astro Printer. What's going on, Liam? If you want the link, hit me up on Twitter. You can come join. And more hardware. Little screws, little tiny screws. And hopefully I'm not missing anything. We'll find out. Oh, I tried to pull a Joel and it didn't work. Grab my keyboard while I'm up here. All right. All right. So we are currently waiting on. Nope. Print just finished. MK versus MK10. Nice.
Did you do all 4 of those spacers?
Yep, all 4 just came off the printer. Still hotbed, so I gotta let it cool for a minute. But
I gotta get Adam to give me the file for the screen mount. I've already thrashed it.
yeah,
Yeah, I moved the printer from one room to the other and back.
Uploaded the CAD.
I'll go back and look.
Yeah, this is too hot to touch. So, Prusa printing parts for Powerbelt. Okay. All right. So we need some pieces. And I should have probably sorted this a bit better, but it's all good. Look for them as I go.
Yeah, there's not a huge variety of hardware in this, so like you can just kind of pick out what you need as you go because
yeah,
there's not that many.
The biggest thing's going to be the bowl of hardware. Let's see.
Yeah, I did this. I actually got a cat bowl.
Nice. Now, if you do hit me up on Twitter, let me know in chat because I'm not paying attention to much. So, M5x30 bolts. All right. Well, it's always good to have the build sheet. And I know you said, Zach, in the chats that you needed to use some M6s.
No.
No? Or not M6s, M3x6s, sorry.
Oh, yeah, M3x6 for, and he may have it, he may have changed what's in the new guide. I'm not sure.
Are these the M3x30s?
No, that's the M5.
M5?
All the M5 stuff is black.
Okay, I'm going to adjust my camera, bring it down a little closer to the build. Apologize for the absolute disaster of my office. I'm working on it.
So what I did was M3x6 for the any stepper mounted to steel, which is just the y-axis.
All right.
And then the screen mount, it calls for 10 millimeters, but they're just barely too long. They don't poke through the plastic, but they come darn close to it.
And Aaron, I don't have a dog. I will be getting a Siberian kitten at some point in the future. In the next 8 to 12 months per the breeder. So I'd love to adopt, but no one in my area actually has them for adoption. So besides the breeder. All right, so we got that. So we need M5, some T-slot nuts, 4 per or total, right?
Yeah, total. You're building 2 of those belt tensioners.
Are the T-slot nuts all the same?
Yep.
cat. I'm glad someone's looking at it. Yeah, Kitty could run on it. Kitty won't be allowed in this room. So, and 5x5 spacers, 3D printed. Get them off the plate. That's going to be the hardest thing. Scraper. I'm glad I have a toolbox right here. Maybe. Probably should have put something down, but it's okay. Liam, I think Adam, you could double bag or just I don't know. What do you think would be better, Zach, for the hardware to stay together?
I don't know. I think that's just bad luck.
Yeah,
because all my hardware is fine.
But again, I got 001, so I probably got boxed first. It probably broke on him. Giving you a hard time, Adam. Oh, come on. Damn, these sheets are aggressive. I don't want one to go flying. Let's see if there's a better way.
I just realized I attached the bed and I did not finish doing wiring.
All right, spacer's done. There. Okay. All right, idler pulleys. You never get burned. You got burned on the Genesis too? Really, Adam? That's funny. Well, not funny. That's sad because they ripped off a lot of people. And some M5 lock nuts. Need 2 of those. One. There's one. There's 2. All right. Well, we've got our parts for the idler pulley mounts. I would put this up on the screen, but since I'm sitting far away. Okay, I see. So you can't, it's pretty much just pictures of assembly. I got it. Is there a certain...
Yeah, you'll run into a couple things that aren't pictured.
Right.
But
and then these spacers you printed, one end is tapered.
The tapered goes towards the bearing.
Okay. I'm probably
at full clamp where
right.
it doesn't wobble anymore, the bearing was just completely jammed.
Nice. Bearing on. I should be zoomed closer potentially. Let's see. And camera. Just trying to make it easier for you guys to see. Trying to. First time with this camera setup, so. M5 lock nut.
Yeah, we got a bunch of those.
Yep. And pliers. And my overpriced tools.
Go.
That I bought my last job, so.
Snap on?
Snap on. I mean, strap on.
Once you step up in the truck, it's consensual.
Oh, yeah. Yep, they rip off my techs at work every week, so. $12,000 for this. Yep.
I saw a picture of a Snap-on box that looked like it was like from the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
And the caption said, "Finally finished paying off my Snap-on set."
Yep. All right. Well, again, if anyone wants into the stream that doesn't already have the link, I sent it to a few people. Come on in. I'm not going to put it up top, but if you'd like in, hang out, chat. Zach's only going to be here for a while, and I prefer not to do this on my own.
I'm going to be here till probably 10:15, 10:30 Eastern.
Sergio, I am off work tomorrow. The only thing I have to do is get a haircut because my hair got a little long. But other than that, no big deal. So I will be off work tomorrow. So get a haircut and continue to annoy everybody because that's what I do. I had the half day off anyway, the way work goes. So. Liam? Careful.
Also, I'm not super familiar with this board, but it
Yeah,
does
neither
not
am
come
I.
with an SD card.
It does not or does?
It does not.
I got extras. Is it micro on those?
Yeah.
No biggie.
Yeah.
I have a ton of those.
I've just got to find one.
Oh, the T-nuts I probably don't want to tighten completely, huh?
You're right. You leave them loose, just a couple threads in.
Yep, so that I can slide them into the frame. The last printer I built was the Voron back in February or so. Board is an SKR Mini. I don't know if it's an E3.
It is.
It is? Is it the V1 or V2?
I think it's the older one.
Okay.
I don't really know the difference between the two.
I really should just be using my WoW stick for this crap, but I wanted to, feel what I'm working on. So.
You wanted to torture yourself?
Yeah, I don't know why the hell. WoW stick and WoW stick tools.
Well, keep in mind, you've only got me for a limited amount of time, so the faster you build, the more...
The faster I build, the bigger chance I have of breaking something.
No, none of it's really that bad.
Okay, you're talking to me. The faster I build, the faster
See, you like to set things on fire.
One time!
And I nipped that in the bud by telling you to check the switch on the power supply.
Yeah, I'll probably still set something on fire. What the heck?
I think it was Form Function 3D in the Discord was saying that you won't catch anything on fire running a power supply set up for 220 on 110.
Right.
And I didn't want to call you out behind your back, but I wanted to say I know that, but Justin's building tonight.
Well, I don't know where all my adapters are for the thing, so we'll just keep going. Oh, Justin's another tripod. Yeah. Phil, I'm not going to try to build this in one stream. It's probably going to take me, I don't know. We'll see.
It's taken me 2 afternoons.
Yeah. I'll probably build more.
You could get through it if you could get through it tonight if you really pushed.
I'm not planning on that. I haven't even had dinner. I got home from work, had to shower, and basically hopped on the stream. So yeah. I couldn't.
Yeah, you'll probably get halfway-ish.
We'll see. I'm not in a huge rush like I was. I was when I had the Voron because I was excited. I still am, but the Voron was just excitement for something different. Yeah.
Keep in mind too. I got halfway through on my first day, even after stopping to design a part and printing a part.
What Adam think of that? Let's see. Is Adam still here? What do you think of redesigned parts day one? I'd like to know that because I know he put a lot of work into these. So I'm sure he appreciates it because it'll make his product better. Again, for those that don't know, there will be a Kickstarter probably November, December. It all depends on how these betas go and if things need to get done. Liam, I'm not gonna do a 10 stream build. No offense to Tim, but geez, that's a long build. It took me, including ordering parts for the Voron, it took me a month. And Phil, we're never done modifying. We're always changing stuff. We're always upgrading. I'm gonna treat the beta like a beta. I'm not gonna mess with anything that isn't stock. And then when we're out of beta, I'm going to go after it with just ridiculous upgrades because I can. So we'll see. Come on. How many people we got watching? 16? Geez, that's a lot. We have one running at Maker Faire Rochester. When is Maker Faire Rochester? That I'd be interested in attending. Didn't make it to the MRF this year. IRF obviously got canceled. And we got idler pulley mounts right there. So, X-axis carriage, sheet metal mount. I need my paper again.
Yeah, I'm going to be salty about her for a hot minute.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to both at least next year. November 20th? Ooh. Form function. Shoot me a link to that on Discord. I might want to go to that. So, let's see.
I wonder how far
X-axis.
Rochester is for me.
Yeah. X-axis roller mount. Sheet metal mount. Is that the roller mount? Is this the X-axis roller mount?
No. Is there not a picture of it? Oh, yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
I'm taking Z-axis rollers.
And
Yes.
5x30 bolts, 4 of them.
Okay, this is where stuff changes.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull all my parts, and unless you need me to stop.
No, pull the parts out. It's an assembly difference.
Yep, and 5x10 spacers. Where are the spacers?
Those are 3D printed.
Yep. We need 2 of those. Oh, and then M5x4 spacers. Those are good.
Don't need them.
Don't need them. Okay.
Those are obsoleted.
And M5x3s. Do I need those?
M5x3.
The thinner ones. It has 5.
Do you mean M3x5?
M5x3 according to.
Oh no, you need the 4s. You don't need the 3s. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Whichever the spacer that says that you need 2 of, that's the one you don't need.
Okay. They're all say I need 2 of. It's all 2, 2, and 2.
Hold on, let me look. M5x3.
Yeah, I have 3s, 4s, and 10s. Let's see.
What page number are you on?
I don't know. I'm on my 6. I'm on my iPad.
Okay, you need leave out the 3s. You need the 4s.
Okay, I thought so, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Eccentric spacers. Where the heck are those things?
You say what the heck or where the heck?
Eccentric spacer. Let's see. I'm just looking for them on the.
So they're hexagonal on one half, and they're round on the other half. And when you look at them straight down through the hole, you'll see that it's lopsided. That's how you tighten the V-wheel. Yeah, metal.
Okay.
Looks like a nut almost, but it's smooth on the inside.
I see just regular spacer. Oh, I see just basic spacers, but I don't see them anywhere.
There should be 3 in there.
Oh, yeah, over here. Yeah. Over on the pulley parts kit. M5 lock nuts. I need 2 of those.
You need 4 of those, actually.
Okay, it says 2.
Trust me.
Oh, wait. And then standard nuts, don't use them?
No.
Okay. And V wheels, I need 4. Is this the M3x6s that I need?
M3x6. Yes, you'll need, 3 M3x6s. I don't think those are included in the kit.
Hey, Jim, Edutech. Look at that. We got Jim in the house. Let's see. Where is he? There he is. Well, Jim, if you want in, shoot me a message, and I will let you in. I'd love to have you on stream, but I understand if you're busy with the little guy. Hey, what's going on, HC? Old curmudgeon, what's going on? Dan is being Dan. Just watching Squid Game. You know, I don't know if I'm ever going to watch that. No offense to anyone, but there's something I just don't watch. So I'm 3x6s. I need 3 of them.
Yes, that's for the stepper motor.
Cool. And 1 motor. Doesn't really matter which one. And a GT2 pulley.
They're all the same.
They are. For now. Another thing I'll upgrade. All right. We have the metal plate. Insert the M5x30 bolt into the front holes on the sheet metal mount.
Okay, so this is where things change.
Okay.
Those Yes. So what you want to do is you want to put the head of the bolt on the wheel. So you want to go opposite direction with the bolt. So you've got the head of the bolt at the wheel.
Okay.
So head of the bolt, wheel, spacer, and then lock nut on the backside.
M10 space or big spacer, and then lock nut. Okay. I don't know why I'm using Allen wrenches when I have these beautiful T handles over here.
So it's a E3 Mini V2.
Oh, good.
So Adam, did you hear my question earlier about how you have the screen connected to the main board? What cables did you use to do that? Is it just the single like stepper looking cable, or is it that plus the ribbons?
Got one. So this, honestly, I've never had a printer with V wheels. I've never had one with V wheels. I've seen them in person. I've fixed them, but I've never owned one that has it.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm picky. Hey, we'll see you in a bit, Jim. Enjoy your show. And awesome that Jim popped in. Appreciate it. Let's see, who else is hanging out? Anyone want in? I'm going to keep mentioning it. If you want in, that would be cool. I'd love to meet some of you, bring you on, and introduce you to the community if you haven't been on.
You'd rather have somebody to talk to other than me?
Yeah, I'm not good at streaming on my own. I don't like talking to chat directly and only to chat. It's nice to have someone else. Otherwise, I get really bored.
Well, you're doing a really good job reading chat, because
I have chat on my 29-inch vertical screen, enlarged from YouTube, directly YouTube chat. Not even, I can barely see StreamYard's chat. I could make that bigger, which I probably should. Let's see. Not like it's a big deal. It just makes it easier to read, but no biggie. All right, so we've got that. We've got that one needs a little tighter.
Oh, come on.
All right. Same thing with the other side?
The other side you can assemble per instructions.
Okay.
So what happened there was, the original design was 3D printed.
Yeah.
And the bolt length was plenty to clear the frame when you slide on that cart. But going to the printed, or the steel, the steel's significantly thinner. So that caused the nut on the backside of the wheel to contact the frame, which will not allow its full range of motion and will not allow you to slide it on during assembly later. So by flipping the bolt around like that, that gives you the clearance to get it up on the carriage and for it to move its full range of motion.
Nice. Dan, look in admin talk on Zach's Discord. The link is in there, if you wouldn't mind. If you can't find it, let me know and I will shoot you a direct. But if you're still part of that, then we'll use that. I'm always making sure these wheels are movable. If I over tighten, probably should loosen a couple.
So you want to check and make sure that they don't wobble.
Yeah.
You gotta. That's most important. If they're a little tight to move, it'll be okay.
Okay.
But the most important thing is it needs to be able to stay stiff.
Yeah. All right. So we got the bolt again. Bolt, eccentric nut, spacer. I'm going to bring this a little closer. Let's go over here.
Ooh, I'm getting close.
Dan, did that link work? Get in there. So, oh, there's Dan. Oh, geez. Look who we're letting in. Dan, what's going on, bud?
Just sitting out here working on some stuff, and figure you've been asking enough. I figured, okay, I'll be the guy to step up and volunteer for tribute, as they say.
Right. Looks like Liam wants in. Let me get him.
Oh, Liam, see how you are? You waited till I joined.
Yeah,
Now,
of course.
Now you're not original, Liam. You take following after me now.
Get the link for you here.
So Adam came through with my answer, and that's why it doesn't matter that these belts or these cables don't reach.
Okay. What's his?
He said, I've only been using the TFT 5-wire cable. I haven't quite figured out the scroll wheel TFT changeover.
Okay. Sorry, Shane. I am ignoring you. Sorry. I'm not as bad as Dan half the time. Hey, Liam.
Hey,
Liam.
Hey, by the way, Dan, it's not about being original. It's about upstaging you and being better.
We'll see about that, sir. We'll see about that.
We got Dan on YouTube. We got Liam from his weekly. And
my weekly was yesterday.
Yeah, I know. I'm always working, and I get home. I'm exhausted in those days.
And I'm doing unboxing on Saturday myself. On Sunday, myself.
What are you unboxing?
CNC.
Ooh.
The Congrow CNC machine.
Oh, great! You're pulling a llama with the CNC machine.
Well, I have other CNCs, and I have lots, and I also have the Congrow laser. I'll be doing it the following week.
Right.
So I had because I have a couple of CNCs and lasers, and I have a few printers that are in queue that's coming up as well. So.
Right. So, what do you think, Liam? First, low budget belt printer.
I love the idea of a smaller sized, smaller scale printer and belt printer. Most people don't need to print something so big, and
its build volume is bigger than the CR30.
Yeah.
It's got a bigger belt.
I haven't looked at the specs. I haven't looked at the specs, so even then,
it's significantly smaller desk size than the CR30, but bigger print.
Footprint.
Okay, I've only got one worry. The only thing I care about is with a machine like this, how many toys can I print it at any one time to knock out the toys for tots? That's all I care about. Because that's what I'd use it for.
Zach, for the motor on this mount, wire the port. What would you recommend?
You see the notch on the top?
Yeah.
Like a notch cut in the edge.
Yeah.
You want the wire facing that.
Facing that. So facing like that, correct? Something like that?
Yeah, like that.
Cool.
That's how I did mine. It seems to be okay.
Okay.
Reason being that's a tie down point.
Okay. Trying.
So Liam, have you looked at this printer at all?
I looked at it in the way back when I first heard about it. It was a few months back. I haven't looked into it a lot since because I didn't get in. I put my name in for the beta and I wasn't chosen at the time, and that's okay. And I, to be honest, I'm so busy right now. I'm just slammed. But I want I in general terms, I'd have no real use for a belt printer myself, with one exception, and that's the toys.
Right.
Because that was to be the only situation I would do print after print and just let it run continuously I'd put a 10-kilo spool on it and hit go on and walk away from it.
Liam.
001.
That's this is the first beta of the Powerbelt.
You should have waited to get number 7. Then you'd be called. Then you'd be 007. Come on.
No, one is actually awesome.
I'm just throwing this out there. If there's a way to get in and be number 7, that was a number. That was my employee number at a job back in the day. So they used to call me 00 Boreo because it's that 007.
Boreo, yes.
Boreo, you dork.
Boreo.
Have you seen any of the concept CAD files or anything about it?
I've seen some of the stuff from their site, but as I said, it's been a while since I looked.
I did a stream with Adam a while back.
I know, I saw some of that.
This is mechanically. This is all here. I've got a couple of things I got to finish up, but this is all there is to it.
That and the bed, and then you put the bed over it, the belt over it.
Yeah, I got to put the belt over it. Yeah.
Spacing on this pulley right up against.
Adjust when you assemble the pulley later.
Okay, for now, tighten the.
So Shane's hoping that Jim gets 007. It looks like.
And
just throwing that out there.
I didn't know Jim was in the.
He was. He is going to watch. He's going to watch that lovely show. You know.
No, I mean I know he's here or was here.
He was. Yeah, he was.
I didn't know he was. I didn't know he's in the beta.
So this is the sub-assembly for the Cantilever Arm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is what it slides against, moves back and forth, and again, single arm.
Yeah. So it's basically a Prusa Mini had a baby with a CR30.
Okay.
There you go, Zach. Straight from Adam. Look. Apparently it looks good.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
I'm just telling you, Justin. You know, if I didn't have to work tomorrow and I was building, you guys know me. My ADD won't allow me to stop once I start. It's going to be a build stream. So
yeah, I would do it in one go. I would do
telling you.
Yeah. I'd be just like you then. I'd start at 9 or 10 in the morning, and I'd go until it was done.
Yep.
I'd go until there was a print going. Justin. Justin.
What?
Commit.
No.
Come on.
You're off tomorrow. You got no excuses. Come on, man.
You got two things to do tomorrow. One, load a print, and two, get a haircut. That's all I heard. So
Justin, no pressure, but you got to do it, right?
No, I don't. I don't have to do shit.
RC, I love you, man.
What's going on, RC? Oh, yes. Thank you.
RC, that is probably the best. That's probably the best advice Dan could ever get. Shut the hell up.
Yep.
It's funny.
I agree. He's turning into llama with his ranting.
I was just gonna say, Justin is sitting here talking about how he needs some people to come in and start talking, and then I talk, and he tells me to shut up. See, such a gracious host you've become, Justin.
Hey, I believe you and your Twitch.
Okay, that's enough. It's called "Be Careful What You Wish For."
What, Justin being a gracious host, or me shutting up?
Asking for people to come in and talk, and then giving you the link.
Yeah, this is true. Cookies.
You know, the neighborhood was fine till Dan came in.
All right.
Hey, I'm just throwing this out there, man. He was going and nobody was offering, so I can only take the poor guy begging for so long.
I was finishing up a print before I jumped in.
So for Adam, I know you're near Cleveland-ish, probably an hour away. There's a chocolate place that's been there for, I don't know, 100 years. Mitchell's Chocolate. I order chocolate from them quite often. This has their semi-sweet chocolate chunks. And oh my damn.
Mr. Fancy Pants, look at you.
Oh, yeah. I'm damn picky about whatever I damn want. What?
Yeah, Dan and RC, Dan is a bit like non-fam. He's everywhere.
Actually, you know, there's really only one way to let people know who you are, and that's by being everywhere. You know.
Here you go, Dan.
You gotta be like mayonnaise. You gotta spread yourself thin. You know what I mean? Just cross it all.
All right, hot end mount. Oh damn, lots of hardware.
Hot end mount.
Yep.
Gets a little weird. Actually,
sure.
There's a section that is not currently present.
Okay.
That,
well, we have Adam here.
Wing it, but I think I figured out sufficiently.
Well,
I think the hardware requirements are a little off as well.
Yeah. Okay. 5x10. One thing, Adam, in the directions you have for the this part, I can't think of it. The assembly, you have a few extra. You kind of doubled up on your parts, just for reference. But 10s and 4s.
This is going to be a bit like when I was a kid. I used to take radios apart, put it back together again, and have spare parts left over. That's what it's going to be like for Justin building.
It's called packing screws.
Yeah. Let's see. What happens if I run out of lock nuts, or do I only need 3 more?
You only need 3 more.
Okay. 2-nut hot end spacer. Let's see. Which one's the hot end spacer? Really?
It is a oval part about this big. It's got 2 holes all the way through it. It's real small.
Hot end strain relief? Nope. Hot end spacer. I see it. I just have to find it in my pile of parts.
Obviously, 3D printed part.
Yep. Which, hey, that's fine. 3 V wheels coming right up. Radial heatsink fan. That is.
That's good. You see what local maker MI said?
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't want my camera right in the middle. I had to put it to the side. I mean, I can put it this way. I'd love to, but my entire camera is going to be right in front of my face. So I'm just doing it to keep things out of the way. I mean, I can't have the camera in front of my face. You know. What is Dan doing?
He is currently 3D printing a part because I'm working on this. I'm working on making a adapter for. Well, I'm gonna remix somebody else's design and make it a little bit better because currently it's just that, and then you put your lugs through so they'll connect to the 12 volt or the 20 volt battery.
Oh, so 4010. I don't see my fans.
I don't either.
They're in a bag together.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, somewhere, I hope. Oh, they're there. Well, no.
Paul Chase, how you doing from the Tinybelt Discord?
I don't see fans. Luckily, I have extras lying around, but
it's 12 volt.
Yeah, well.
The secret sauce.
The belt. What is it made out of?
Secret sauce.
Yeah. Hey, Adam, if you're there, I'm not seeing my fans.
They were in a bag similar to the way like the hot end and everything was.
Yeah, but when I saw him on box taking stuff out of the box, I didn't see him calling out.
I'm not sure I have any fans. Well, this could be quite the delay.
You should bring Dan over. He's full of hot air. He'll keep it cool. He'll keep rolling on it.
You're not wrong.
let me just keep our conversation going. It'll be all right.
I don't have fans. Let me see what I have for 12 volts because I know I've got some 24s, but
Ooh, I did not think about this.
Well, I don't actually think I have any 12 volts lying around. That could be an issue. Let me check the box. But...
Thanks, Chris.
Chris agrees with me.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was thanking Chris.
Yeah.
Some people know my value.
You're down with friends like us who needs enemies, right?
Exactly.
Well, let's see if I'm lucky enough to have any.
Go through all your packing material because mine was like loose in the
I went through it all. I mean.
Oh, by the way, Zach, I don't know if you saw my message earlier, but I decided to keep the laptop since I'm going to be working around in the house more. I need something to work with.
Hey, okay. Tim, how are you?
Tim, what's up? If you want in, I can send you a link. Unfortunately, I have a minor.
Well, if you're not going to print today anyway, I mean...
Yeah, but it's assembly, though. I mean, it's going to be a week before I get fans. You can
Amazon them, can't you?
Yeah.
Get them on Amazon, you'd have them in a day or two.
Well, I might have them in my disastrous closet that I closed the door to. So.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a 12-volt 5015, which won't work. I'd love to run one of these, but it's too heavy. Whose design? This is Powerbelt. Adam from Powerbelt.
Yes.
So,
it's Adam's design.
I don't think I have any more 42s. Into the disastrous closet.
Yeah, we're all fans already, says Paul Chase.
I might actually have a Noctua. But
the only ones you really need are the ones that are going to be obscured in some way by something else.
And that's what I need.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, when you go to do wiring, you need it to put it in the loom. But...
Oh yeah, but you probably won't get to that stage today.
Well, crap.
But no, you can actually skip that step and revisit it later.
I need to get on Amazon and order.
There's still plenty to be done before that even gets put on the printer.
Yeah, if you order them today, you'll probably get them tomorrow if they have them in the local warehouse.
No, it's all Saturday. Well, maybe not. Zach, are they both the same type of fan? Or are they?
One of them's a radial. One of them's a centrifugal.
Okay, so I'm gonna get. So basically,
the 40.
That.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
That's the part cooling fan.
Okay, and then
the other's just a box standard 40 radial.
Huh. Okay, for axial fan.
Axial. That's it.
Just seeing what I can get tomorrow.
Yeah, you should get them maybe tomorrow if you're a Prime member.
If
you have them in your local warehouse, you'll get them tomorrow.
That's what I'm looking for. I can get a Noctua 3-pin.
Nah. I mean,
I'm trying to find something for tomorrow. Prime.
Hey Jerry, how are you? 3DHP's in the house.
Jerry,
what's going on? Let's see. I just want to see if I can. Nope, that's a 24 volt. I don't have any buck converters or anything. 24 volt. Yeah,
need a boost for that.
Unless I dropped them, but I don't see fans anywhere.
I mean, he's, that checklist system he's got.
I mean,
I would be inclined to think that you lost them and not him.
I don't think I lost both fans, but
they're packaged together.
I would think that if you lost one, you lost them both, and I would think that since he looks at the list as he's packing the box, there's a good chance.
I know. I'm looking.
Maybe you.
Yeah, like I said, they're packaged together. They're both in the same bag.
Did it get knocked off the same time your keyboard went on the floor?
That's what I'm looking for. Not seeing. No, because I didn't put any parts near that. I do have an empty bag, though. That's the issue. I have one empty bag that didn't have anything in it. So I'm wondering if maybe they fell out when he was packing. All right, well, let's see if I can get ordered.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt to have extras. His wife.
So Zach is using a file.
Yep.
Dan's just sitting here clicking on a keyboard. Dan's not guilty this time.
The mounting holes for the bed. So this is a 330 bed.
Yep.
And the mounting holes on my particular bed.
Will these fans be good?
Were right up like. Hold on.
They're 12 volt, I think so. Wait for them to turn around, but I think they'll be the right size.
I just want to make sure before I order something. Those will be fine?
12 volts, so. Should be good, yeah.
I'll get some better fans coming, but this will get me going. All right, well.
So the aluminum heat bed, the mounting holes for it on what will be the leading edge of the roller, the mounting hole was drilled super crazy close to the edge of the bed to where there was a sharp corner that was going to catch the conveyor belt, and I just filed it away. I thought I was going to be smart by rotating the bed to where I wouldn't have a hole like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I've already trimmed the power leads to the bed.
Yeah.
And they were too short to route out of the way of the conveyor belt.
Right.
So, Jerry, you need to let the beard grow longer now if you're going to be ready for Christmas. You've got 2 months, so let it grow out.
So I will come back to the hot end assembly.
Yeah, it's a 12-volt setup. Yes.
I just ordered them, so I'll have them. Hopefully, if Amazon's nice, I'll have them tomorrow. If not, we'll have to push this off till Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, it's all good. I ordered a couple fans. Yeah, I had one bag that just was empty. I don't know. It happens. I'm not blaming.
Yeah, but when he goes to full production, he'll probably have a pick system where
beta.
They're already in bags ready, and you just pick the number you need and drop them into the box. So
yep. Let me get past the hot end mount and go to the extruder and X motor mount.
I worked for Dell, and they had a crazy Pictolite system you wouldn't believe. Everything from processors, memory, mainboard, you name it. It's crazy how the system works.
Zach, for the extruder mount, M3x6?
No, it's 3D printed. You can use the M3x10s in the kit.
Are they Phillips?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my reaction to. So
I could change them. Is that going to be an issue?
No, I just used what it came with, so I didn't wipe out my own hardware kit.
4K. And
I prefer.
And then cable for this. Which direction?
Down.
I think the whole bed is heated, right?
Yes.
Because I saw Justin turn it over, and the heat pad is the whole bed.
Yes.
So it's not like partial. There's no hot and cold sections.
It's an MK2A bed.
So, are you in Discord?
Yeah. Let me get
Go to the troubleshooting channel.
Okay. Okay, that's not actually as helpful as I'd hoped, but...
Well, hold on. I'm going to give you another angle.
Or you could just tell me and...
Well, I mean, it's going to be easier for me to show you.
This is true. The bed heater is... According to this, 300 millimeters. So...
Yep, the physical overall dimensions are 330, though.
Chris Lane, there is a Powerbelt Discord. However, it is currently limited to beta testers only. For obvious reasons. It will open up into the Kickstarter, I think. That's up to Adam. But
yeah, RC, it is only beta only right now. These are beta machines.
Yep.
So.
Yes.
This. And I need a fix.
Yeah, it was supposed to. You said it was supposed to be 300, Shane, but they went with it. I think they got a larger. They ended up getting larger beds, so 330 beds is what they got.
Yeah, so he ordered 300, and the supplier sent 330.
And mine says 300, so I don't know.
Hey, Mike, auto drop for you.
It's absolutely 300. The 100% sure that it's 330.
And mine says 300 on it.
Right, but it is 330.
Okay.
I promise. If it wasn't, the modified printed hardware would not work.
Right. I know that was a headache for
I'm Mrs. Shane, I'm sorry.
Let's see. Who we got? We got 17 people. Jeez, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch me do this crap. And I'm bad with this. I keep pulling the parts closer to me instead of putting them over the...
Yeah, you got the camera. You got that camera looking right off the back of the table there, so
yeah,
makes for,
What?
I would say it just makes for a great view when if you just bring it back just a little bit more, just a little bit. There, right there, perfect.
Okay,
right there. That's it. Now you're more on the table. See?
We'll see.
Now
Justin,
we're not staring at the wall behind us.
Justin, you're taking advice from Dan. Come on, you should know better.
I know. Shane, better than Crotchkin. Thanks, Shane.
That was where I was trying to get you to go with it, was to just before Crotch Cam.
Auto drop, I will let you know. It probably will be Saturday or Sunday. I do have a few other things to do around the house, and the screw is not working.
Yeah, I keep telling him that he needs to just stream it.
Dan, shut up.
Let it go, man. Just let it ride. Make it happen. Hey, Justin, you could have had him send it to me, and I would have just did
I could have, but then I wouldn't have 001.
You're right, I would.
Yeah, exactly. But someone lost out on the beta. I don't know what happened.
You want to know what happened? I'm going to tell you what happened. I have a large family. Okay?
Someone mute him. No, I'm kidding.
No,
that's not a bad idea. Let's mute him.
I have that large
Don't
family.
encourage me, Liam. Jeez.
Of course I will encourage you. That's why I'm here. I'm here to encourage you.
He muted himself. Look at his head bubble.
I stole your thunder. Now it's not so funny anymore.
It's just as funny.
No, it's still hilarious.
Printed parts RC are just PETG. They'll probably get replaced at some point because that's me. But I like to print different colors. I was hoping they'd all be yellow. The freaking diagrams are yellow. Where's our yellow parts? AutoDrop would love that.
Yeah, he likes yellow filament.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now let's see if the belt.
He likes yellow filament, yellow snow. All the yellows.
Well, let's not talk about yellow snow.
He likes yellow.
Is this a mutiny? Maybe.
Right. Let's see. More parts. Well, as long as the parts don't break, they're good. Let's keep scrolling. Motor mount using extruder kit. Huh? Attach NEMA 17 motor to mount using extruder kit.
Yes, the Mark whatever.
Oh,
not the extruder.
Okay. The extruder kit. This thing full of parts.
So consult with me before you mount your bed, by the way.
Yeah. What time are you home tomorrow?
Usually 4:30 Eastern.
Okay, so about 2:30. That ain't bad. Just message me. I can push this off till later. If you want to pop in, Tim, I will figure out how to drop you in.
No, you cannot. You got to power through it.
Tim is babysitting his new big printer. His new big baby is what he's babysitting.
Here he is. I'm gonna send it to you on Twitter, if that's okay.
Yeah, he's got that slick rat rig.
Mm-hmm.
Love to have one.
Yeah, bigger than your freaking CNC area.
Yeah, it's a nice machine.
Actually, not.
All right. Extruder kit. That's going to be interesting.
Is that 3D printed, the extruder, or is it metal?
It's metal.
Good.
You know what would be interesting to see, Tim? Just a thought, okay? You have your giant rat rig. Why don't you put one of your other printers on the bed of the rat rig and just create a G code that will only move the Z down, but it moves the Z down at a very slow rate. Hey guys. So that, Mr. Tim, here's what I'm thinking.
Tim, I moved Tim up higher.
You put another printer on top of that thing, okay? And then you have it printing a print while the Z on the rat rig is slowly dropping over time. And then you just set up a camera to do a time lapse, and as it's building, it's taking the whole printer away.
Or he just needs to park. He needs to park the head at the back, and then just drop the bed, and it's recorded, and manually move the bed down and record it, so it looks like he's doing a time lapse of the print.
All right.
It looks like he's putting another printer on the rat rig. It'd look good, actually.
Mm-hmm.
trying to.
Good idea, Dan. Oh, damn! I said that in public.
Yeah,
I didn't.
That's recorded.
I wasn't gonna say.
So the beta units are all taken up. So if you order one, you'll get refunded. And serial number 2, Zach has. So. Let's see. I have never assembled one of these kits before. So.
Thanks, Chris.
An extruder kit?
Yeah, no, I've been running.
You've never assembled an extruder kit?
Not for these types of printers, no. I've never ran any Bowden type systems. I've always ran.
Twilight Zone?
I have no idea exactly what I'm doing here, but okay. I will eventually figure it out. If I don't, well. And there goes Chris Lane.
Make sure that extruder unit is turned the right way around. I'm not sure where the feed in is.
I'm looking at the picture that Zach sent me, so I'm pretty sure I'm going the correct direction. Pretty sure. And I need a smaller one. Throwing things everywhere. Adam, thank you. And let me know when you're free tomorrow, and we'll continue. Maybe you'll hop in and annoy some people. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, but thank you.
That's Dan's job to annoy people.
I mean...
well, actually, Dan was getting ready to join Adam on the way out. So, you guys, it was fun. Thank you. Justin, I'll come back tomorrow when you're actually committed to doing this. Because right now, I don't hear commitment in your I want Adam to know before he goes.
You got 3 seconds, Dan. 2.
Yeah,
I agree with Dan.
I agree with Dan. He kicked him out.
Bye, Dan.
Man, every time I pop on somebody's screen, people drop like flies.
I know.
No, it's just that he wants to get rid of Dan.
Yeah. What, Phil Kenyon, what was the last printer you built? Come on.
Well, good on Adam for including more than one piece of this tape because
yeah,
I fucked up the first time.
Well, I think he knew that was going to happen.
What's the tape for joining the belt?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's PET tape.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in the business of selling
Custom
aftermarket belts.
Yep.
So
I only need to attach just the plate for the moment, right? I don't need to do the whole kit.
I would go ahead and build it.
Okay. I wish there were directions. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing here.
Yeah.
It's just an idler, an arm that goes on the other side with a spring on it.
Yeah, I got to figure that out. I think I put the wrong screw in, man. Yep, that didn't go.
Yeah, there should be one long screw that holds on the arm with the spring pushing it away.
That is, I forgot. I had a Maker Select as my first printer. It's been so many years.
Yeah, these are a little different because they're dual drive.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That is nice. I will say that. Anything dual drive. So, what am I missing here, Zach? 'Cause I don't see any directions on these kits.
No, stop for a second. No, that doesn't look right.
I can't zoom. Well, maybe I can.
Where's the extruder? Is the extruder above the extruder gears above or below the?
Hold on,
I can't
Justin.
see.
I'm about ready.
He's gonna send. You gonna send me a photo?
Yeah.
That's upside down, I think.
I don't know. Well, no, I mean, this is how it should sit.
Yeah, but I mean the arm is the wrong way around. Let me see.
I'm waiting for the picture.
Really I can't see the orientation.
Let me see what the picture looks like from Zach, because he's
the arm with the bearing on it should sandwich the filament between them to push it through the extruder.
Yeah, and that makes sense here. Figure out. how this works because it's.
I'm just not sure where is the other gear above or below.
Okay, I got my photo, so I'm good.
So
okay.
the thing that looks like an aluminum screw.
Yeah.
You figure that part out?
Yep. I'm getting the gist of it a little bit. I see why. So the hole that I would normally use is the opposite. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. So this. Okay. What the? There's not go there. What the? Oh, I see. So this this spacer
goes inside
there, and then you use that to secure that. I think. Oh, you have to thread it. Okay. Oh, there's my stick. Maybe.
It should be a roller bearing. Should be on that.
Yeah, it is. That's what it is. I'm just.
It's,
I see. It's the red one.
On this one, Liam, it's like a Bondtech. It's
dual gear.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's the red spacer, right?
Yeah, the red spacer goes through the arm, and then a bolt goes through the spacer.
Okay, that makes sense. And you do attach the gear, which, here's a tip, the gear goes on before the extruder mounting.
You can probably get it on afterwards as long as you make sure you turn the flat end to be pointing upwards so you can get a wrench in to tighten down the grub screw.
Flat end. Hold on. Again, beta. Let's see. So, Phil, that the rat rig is not a big Voron. It is what, a Core XY, right, Tim?
Yeah, it is a Core XY. Yeah.
Yeah.
What, mine? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's the wrong camera.
Yeah, he has it running there. If you watch it printing there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's funny that anomaly on the second layer still happened, but these other layers are covering it up, and it was just the second layer. Every other layer was fine.
Loose grub screws?
I don't know. I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna be taking it apart partially on Sunday, so.
Right.
What's happening with it? Layer 2 is what doing what?
There was some vibration happening just for the middle part of layer 2, just for probably 40 passes. There's a little bit of vibration, but when it hits layer 3 and up, it doesn't happen. So I'm wondering if it could be an anomaly in one of the Z screws, or I don't know.
Or it could be rubbing off the material and causing the vibration to travel through the x-axis and the printhead.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be doing some modifications, and I may end up taking it apart and double checking the square on it all too. So, but I'm just gonna see how this. I'm gonna see how this print finishes.
Try to follow the generous pictures that Zach has included. Yeah.
Now, Zach's in the latter stage of his build, isn't he?
Yeah, he's further. He got his printer yesterday, but he also lives, 500 miles closer. So he kind of got me on that, which is fine. I wouldn't have had time to build it anyway. I had so much to do last night. It would have sat in a box. It would have driven me nuts. So
I used to be like that. Then I started getting so many machines to build, it kind of wears off.
Right. And Form Function 3D is actually Casey found that out. Welcome to the. She, I think it's a she, is part of the beta group.
I like the idea of this printer. There are other belt printers out there, and there's some new ones about to come out. But I like the idea, and the footprint of this is nice.
Yeah.
The fact that it's got a smaller footprint than a CR30, but a bigger build volume is excellent.
All right, so now I gotta figure out how to mount this spring. Some spacers on either end.
So it is an M4 screw from the output side and an M3 screw on the input side.
It's
a little odd, but I think you'll figure it out.
I'm trying.
That goes into one end of the spring.
Yep, I'm working on it. I see. So I need to pull this out.
Yeah, but don't put the spring in yet. Put them both in, and then use a set of pliers to compress the spring and put it in place. When the arm is fixed in place.
Okay.
Because putting it in now, you're getting the arm screwed on with that spring pushing against it. Will make your life hard.
The fact that it's not a Creality printer makes it better from the start. I 100% agree. I will never, fortunately, never own a Creality.
I can't agree with that because I have some and they're fantastic, but not. I won't say all of them are, but I know that I have 2 Crealities, or 3 Crealities, and they never fail me. And they never have. But
do I need to do something with the washers here, Zach? The 2 little brass washers?
No, I just toss those.
Okay. Okay. I wonder why he included them.
He didn't. China did.
Okay, China did. There. And then, so I did that screw. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, I see. This goes here. And then, lost my photo again. I feel like I'm missing a screw.
The Creality machines I have the Ender 5 Plus, which is...
Zach, am I missing something here?
You should have 4 screws into the stepper, right?
Yeah. Am I missing something here on the bottom? Do I have this spacer thing?
Hold on, let me see. Show me spacer.
No. That's the feed in for your filament.
Show me spacer.
Yeah, Oh, I see.
That's the brass insert for the filament feed.
Okay. That's got to be lifted in.
Yeah, I left that off.
Well, see, if you leave it off, you'll end up eating your filament will eat through the aluminum.
Or you can use the included press.
Oh, yeah. I see. You can use the
on the feed in as well. Okay. Yep. I normally don't use them to feed them in. I normally just use that in the feed out, and I have a brass insert on the feed in.
Okay. What am I missing? Does this look correct, Zach?
Yeah, it looks right. How's the tension on that arm?
Yeah, that looks fine.
Yeah.
Tension's fine. I'm going to have to realign my gear here in a sec. But...
Yeah, fix the gear alignment, and that's about it.
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to see one of them completed?
Yes, sir.
Don't do it. No.
Go on, do it. Steal his thunder. Go for it.
Don't steal my thunder.
I've been holding it up the whole stream. Are you kidding me?
I will remove you from the stream.
Oh, you won't do that to Zach.
I want people to see the build, not the freaking end. It's like
the finished product where there's pictures of it posted everywhere already.
And all over their website and on their Facebook and on all their social media, yeah.
I've got some Capricorn here somewhere. I know I do.
I might have to pull this arm back up. Nope, we're good. Coming.
As I said, you can always take out the spring by just compressing with a pair of pliers.
Yep, well, I got to pull the spring off again because I got to align the gear.
No, you don't have to do that. Use the long nose pliers to take it out. That's all you need.
Yeah, I have a screw through it.
I know, but if you compress it, it'll come out.
Yeah, but I still have a screw through it. It'll just slide right out. There's not any pressure on it.
All right.
See? No pressure. Hold on. Easy peasy. Okay.
Looking good.
I just ran over my beard. Oh my god.
Good. All right, hold on.
Don't do that when it's actually in operation.
All right, everyone look at Zach's stream because he's going to ruin the reveal.
So, wait now. So it's a cantilever arm to print on the bed.
Correct.
Yep.
And so the arm moves on the x-axis left to right. Okay.
Yep.
Oh no, that's not left to right. That's front to back.
So this is the front.
Okay, so the arm does move on the x-axis, and then the z-axis is a 45-degree tilt, and then your bed is your y-axis. Okay.
It's a 30-degree tilt.
Well, 30 degrees. Okay.
Correct. There, everyone can see the printer. Everyone leave. You saw the printer.
How much is there? Any flex in that arm?
Not a lot. I mean, a little bit. I've got to tighten the screws down on it.
Yeah, lock it in place.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I'm gonna have to reprint my screen mount.
Yeah.
Crashed it. It is gone.
You said you were going to redesign it, weren't you?
No.
No?
I'm just going to reprint it. I've got an idea for a design improvement to make it a little more rigid, but I'll do that when I get a step file.
You know, there's another one. There's another printer that's out there that's about to be released. It's actually live right now. That can do both 45 and 90-degree printing. Have you seen that?
Nope.
90-degree.
So it's a belt printer, and you can actually have the z-axis upright and print at 90 degrees at normal high-speed 90-degree printing, right? 60, 70, 80, right?
Wow.
And then you can tilt it to 45 to do then where you can do for the end of Z. So if you want to do parts and do multiple parts and prints, kicks it off, prints, kicks it off, and it'll fit in the bed. You do the 90 setup,
right? And
you flip it over. You move it to 45, and then you just use the endless bed to do the really long parts.
That's pretty
cool.
We
have another sub-assembly about done.
Yeah, nobody's used them yet. They only have one machine built, and they're on Kickstarter already. They haven't built any test machines out there for anyone to play with yet.
Right.
I've been giving them a hard time on their Facebook groups because I'm looking over the design and how stuff works. I say, well, would you ever consider doing this? And maybe if you change this, and I've been giving them a laundry list.
Roller mounts. Come on.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to manually move it. You are right, Chris. You have to reorient it. But most people would stay in one and go to the other for something and then go back again. So, or most people just stay in the 45. They won't switch over and back very often. It depends on the application. But I agree.
So that's technically a 4-axis.
Which one?
In the 90-degree mode, it would be a 4-axis machine. Because you would have your roller axis, which if your roller's in Y,
your belt, yeah,
that would be V. So that would be the V axis, and then you would have traditional X, Y, and Z.
There you go.
All right. No.
In 90-degree setup, you would, wouldn't you?
No, it'd be a standard Cartesian, but the only difference is, as a standard Cartesian, it's a Core XY build on the Z. So basically, you're flipping a Core XY on its side to do when at 90 degrees, and then you're tilted at 45. So it's still XYZ. There's still only 3 axes in it.
Oh, so basically it's like it's this 90 degrees. It's not.
No, 90 degrees upright. 90 degrees from level.
You've got
so this is your Z, and then you tilt your Z down to 45. And then the Z is actually Core XY. So when it's at 45, it's like the CR30, which is a Core XY. Yeah. But when you put it to 90, the 90 degree is actually still Core XY. Is the way it's designed. They have a Core XY and motor set up on the axis.
That's freaking wild.
It's interesting design, yeah. But been poking a few holes because there's a few design aspects I haven't taken into account, which are I'm trying to give them some input so they can fix it before they go to production. Like they said that the hot end can go to 280, and my response to them was, well, you can't have a Bowden tube if you're doing that hot.
Right.
So why not switch out, do a Bowden feed to it? It's fine because it is Core XY, it's easier. But put an all metal hot end in there so that way then you don't have to put the PTFE going into the nozzle, causing you problems.
Right. Yeah, that's the one thing that I think all printers should go to is all metal hot ends.
Yeah, Chris, they are based out of Singapore as far as I know, which is not, so it's a little different. I believe they are based out of Singapore.
These are very simple assemblies here.
And it's not a Core XZ because the Y-axis is still the bed. I don't like this. The idea when people call it an infinite Z, it's the Y-axis.
Yeah.
The Z-axis is always vertical, right? So it's not an infinite Z. It's an infinite Y is what you're getting.
It's an infinite. Well, no.
The Y-axis is this way, front to back. So it's an infinite Y. An infinite Z would be going upwards. Now, if you hang it on the wall, then the Y becomes the Z-axis, like Pooch has, right? Then that becomes your Z-axis because then you print off the wall going straight down. But
all you can do.
Yes, but honestly, so here's a good example. We have a horizontal CNC mill at work. It's a 4-axis. So it's got a rotary table on it. It's indexable to a whole degree amount. So it's not like a live 4th axis. But on that machine, the coordinate system is always relative to the head. So the head plunging is Z. So when you're standing at this machine looking at the bed, you're looking from Z negative towards Z positive. Okay. What you would typically call Y is actually on that machine Z because of it's oriented in relation to the head.
Okay.
So in that sense, the belt moves away from the head on these. So it's logical to consider the belt as Z.
Okay.
Because when you it's all semantics here with the 3D printer.
It is.
But when you're programming a CNC machine, you always want to think in terms of your G code is commanding from the head.
Bed. Attach the heat bed to the assembled frame. That seems a little premature in the directions.
So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and do that just to get your heat bed standoffs in the correct position, and then go ahead and take it back off.
I don't even have the frame assembled. It's not, the directions don't have that yet.
You're just putting the mounts on the bed.
Okay.
Scroll to the next page where you get a picture.
Okay, I see. So this is the heat bed, for those wondering. And it does, even though it says 330 by everybody, and I know it is, that's what it says right there. I have it upside down. Sorry, guys. And reflection from the light above again.
Yeah, but you can see the track. It's probably 300 heated area.
Yeah.
And then the extra is the overflow of that, which is not heated. That's why you get 330.
Basically, there's your bed. Kind of hard to see, but let's see. Standoffs should have a bunch of those. Let's go back.
I always find it very funny that they have they have a heated bed, and all the warnings are underneath it, but you can't see it.
Heat bed mount right. Okay, so there's. Is there one that looks? Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay.
Fly buzzing me.
Okay. So I need 5x10s, my favorite. Love these M5x10s. Not fully, but they're okay. And
I have boxes of them lying around here from the droid builds.
Yeah. My wife's an English master's, and yet I get my pronouns wrong.
No, I'm just saying I have boxes of those
No,
bolts. Because from the droid builds, I got to buy kits for the droid builds.
Form Function 3D messaged me about pronouns. I'm like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, I use them all day at work. I don't want to use them at all. So.
Oh, it's a yogurt.
You too. It doesn't matter. Shane, have fun. Thanks for hanging. See you tomorrow. Don't hurt yourself. Or do. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm about to dip, I think. I need to see
I'll get as far as I can without your help, and we'll coordinate tomorrow and keep on going.
No, I won't be staying that much longer either because I'm up early in the morning.
At least Tim's still here. He's not talking much, but he's here.
Well, you guys, number one, I don't know what you're doing. You're building some sort of a beta belt printer.
Yep.
It's like a Kickstarter project.
Yeah, it'll
be on Kickstarter in the end of the year. It's it's a new design and lower cost belt.
This is the Powerbelt beta printer, serial number 1. Zach has basically completed serial number 2.
Wow!
But he got it a day ahead of me, so.
Yeah, it's basically like a Prusa Mini had a baby with a CR30.
Yep.
Oh wow!
Yeah. And the Z is the print head is actually on a cantilever arm rather than a frame. So the print head actually moves up and down on the cantilever.
I knew the Mini and the CR30 were up to something, but they obviously didn't use the safety protocols.
So yeah, it's got a handful of advantages. So it's smaller footprint than a CR30 with a bigger build volume. I believe a CR30 is 250 millimeters wide, and like 200 tall, and I think this will do 300 wide, 300 tall.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So this is a smaller printer that'll print physically bigger parts, and it'll end up being significantly less than a CR30.
And you could make that longer by just extending one 2020 extrusion that does the print head.
Basically, yeah.
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 Very cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. Definitely. We'll see. I've been avoiding the Crealities and the iFactory ones just because price and, Adam came out with this, and I'm like, well, I'm going to apply for the beta.
Yeah, I did apply, I didn't get it, and that's fine. But I don't have a belt. As I said, I've only got one project that would use it.
Bed screw sets, is that?
Sorry?
Yep.
Bed screw sets?
Yep, should be in a bag as well. It's on Ziploc.
Sure hope so.
Okay, but Mike, why would you want to sit on top of a printer? Or do we even want to get you to answer that question? I don't know if you want to know the answer to that question.
I feel like either something happened or something. I don't see those.
One of these days, I got to build my CR30. I looked and I got it for half price of what they're selling it for now because I did a Kickstarter.
Beds?
But I haven't opened it yet. I haven't even opened the box.
I don't even see the bed spring set. I feel like I'm missing like 5 things. What the hell?
So it's its own Ziploc bag, and it's your typical, just basic screws,
springs,
and springs, and thumb wheels.
Justin, Jerry wants to know: did you sell your Raise 3D?
Yes, that sold a few months ago.
Come on now.
Yeah, I'm not seeing these bed spring sets.
Okay, go away. Keep going
I'm
away.
not seeing them at all.
Good.
Man.
Am I just... Did serial number 1 just have bad luck or what?
I mean...
I'm convinced Adam is just screwing with you just for the fun of it.
Number 1 has to provide some of their own parts.
Yeah. I don't have any spare bed. I have bed springs and stuff.
You have bed springs and long screws?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I just don't have the thumb wheels that...
A nut and a washer will work fine. You don't really adjust it from the bottom anyway. You adjust it from the top.
I swear, what the heck?
So this is a belt printer with the bed leveling screws?
Yeah, you gotta lower the bed to install the belt, and then you raise the bed up until you've got uniform contact with the belt.
Oh, okay, interesting.
And you have to tram a belt printer anyway, because you have to tram on one axis along the x-axis. You have to tram it. So
All right, let me get the bed springs out of my closet.
you'll see when you build your CR30, you'll have to tram the bed to make sure that the head is evenly touching all across the width of the belt.
Unfortunately, I'm going to build it with somebody. I don't think I want to tackle it on my own. Make my.
I've seen the builds; they don't look that hard. Or the CR30 doesn't look difficult.
Yeah.
Luckily, I have a crap ton of parts.
It's basically the base. You put a frame on one side, and you have the struts on the other side for support of it. That's all. It's not that hard.
All right, gents, I am peacing out of here.
Hey, Zach, are they just M3, and how long are they, would you say?
I would say M3 and like 40.
Okay.
40 to 50. Let me measure mine. Hold on.
Take me less than 1 hour to build the CR30. Yeah, well, two of us here will probably be talking about it. I can make it 2.5 hour stream out of the CR30.
And would these springs be okay?
They're 50, but you can get away with probably 30.
These springs work okay?
They're for the bed. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I've got plenty of those. And you said get away with 30, or I can do 40. I have 40s.
Yeah, do 40s.
Dan said
the
he's
ones
back.
I got are just a smidge too long.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I'll catch you later.
All right, take care, Zach.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.
Yeah, I need some washers. Hopefully I have big enough washers for M3. Actually, that should be okay. Yeah. Serial number 1 has its issues.
I'm telling you, Adam's just screwing with you.
It's gotta be. You're not wrong. I mean, I don't think you're wrong. And then there's I'm just gonna have to figure out adjusting by tool. Okay. So this is the bed. Oh, be nice if I put them in the proper way.
Be careful of those wires. You're trapping them under the bed. You might damage them.
Yep. That's okay. I could use another printer fire.
Another printer. You've had a printer fire, I take it.
At one point, yes.
Which printer was that?
That was this one. I was here. We were playing games with Warcocky and then the rest of the crew. And, well, on the Prusas, and this was an earlier Prusa, they had soldered the wires to the bed.
Oh, okay.
And the solder had gotten loose.
Oh, right, okay.
Shorted out, which in turn started a little fire. There is a link in my YouTube. It's very hard to see. I'm in the upper left corner, and you can see me be like, holy shit, my printer's on fire. So,
I've been lucky. I've never had it, and I've got a lot of machines.
I'm just glad I was here.
Yes. Well, I'm always here because I work out of home, so.
I'm just glad I was here because I leave my printers unattended a lot. And I live in an apartment too, so that, that would have been expensive.
Yeah, and you got cameras on all of yours, though, don't you?
Yeah, but I can't monitor them all the time when I'm at work. So.
You have fire detection in there as well?
Yeah, I have a smoke detector and a sprinkler right above, but I'd ruin everything.
You should look at one of those fireballs.
Yeah, I'm looking at them.
Yeah,
because when they catch fire, they actually release stuff to put the fire out. So
yeah, I've seen them.
Are they expensive?
No, they're not that expensive. No, and what you do is I would you could suspend one over your print areas, and then if anything goes wrong and the flames get up to reach it, it breaches the container of it and it releases what's it called? Is it BCF? It's the fire retardant dust.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't have enough. I might have to go to Ace and get some.
Yeah, they're $40 on Amazon.
Okay.
Some washers. I don't have any.
Well, I work out of home, so I'm always here when my printers are running. But I have my fire system is I have a home automation system, and my fire systems are tied to that, so I get notified on my phone if anything happens anyway. So, but even then, they're a great idea if you're going to be leaving it alone. Hang one above every printer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, I could put them in the thing with them too, but
or just if I'm printing, I usually only have one printer unattended at home. I could just move it over whatever printer.
Yeah. But they're cheap. You could get a few of them and just hang them out of the rafters above it. There's no harm in it,
Like mistletoe.
So I don't have enough washers.
Just don't get very hot underneath.
This room gets really hot. If I have 3 printers going, it gets hot. When I was doing my make for COVID masks or face shields, I had 5 at one point in this room. And
I was running 15 printers doing masks.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
For doing the face shield. Yeah, I did maybe 8 or 10,000 face shields.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, nylon washers. That might be a good idea with the bed.
For where?
Between the spring and the base. Well, it's plastic anyway. No biggie.
You don't need one in there at all.
I may have to though because it's all I freaking have at the moment.
No, you don't need a washer. I don't think at all.
I need something at the bottom because the screw would go, or the bolt would go right. The nut would go right.
Oh, you mean in there? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm kind of running into not having enough parts.
Well, mine do too, Paul. Mine, all my printers, and right now I have 20 of them or 21 of them, and they're all in the basement.
Yeah.
But I have a fire system in the room, so.
Let's do this.
Oh, awesome. Actually doing what I wanted to do.
Yeah. So far, missing fan and screw sets, which is I don't understand, but okay.
Well, it's the good out of all of this is it's challenging you as a maker to figure out how to make it work.
Oh, I've dealt with that. My first printer was a Maker Select V2.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing taught me everything I know. And I mean everything. It was a very challenging printer to keep running. It constantly broke down. And I mean, constantly. I never got more than maybe 2 or 3 days worth of printing before it had to be messed with again. $40s could be too long. I'm gonna stay with it. And hopefully these will work properly. Otherwise, he's sending me the proper ones.
Sure, you could even use PETG for washers if you wanted to, because
yeah,
it doesn't have to be nylon, because all it needs to be able to do is withstand 80 degrees or whatever.
Yeah.
You probably won't be printing over 60 anyway on the bed.
Probably
in
not.
most cases.
I'll probably do 70 for PETG.
I do. Well, yeah, for PETG you would. Yeah, okay. So
yeah. I mean, I run with my printers that are running SKRs and not the Prusa boards. I'm running 80 usually. Is my number.
Yeah, I don't have to go that high.
I mean, and it hits 80 on the dot too. It's none of this.
Well, the PID tuning. As long as you do PID tuning, you're good.
Well, the Prusas, believe it or not, with a factory board are off by 10C. At least the ones I have.
Really?
I don't know if that's true beyond the ones I own, because I think it is, but come on.
Yeah, I'm doing some. I'm seeking out. I'm thinking of bringing. I normally don't print my resin printers in the house. I put them in the garage.
Right.
With winter coming,
yeah,
I'm actually considering getting a printer enclosure, an ordinary one I could use for an FDM printer, and use that and stick my resin printers in there when it's printing, and then put an extractor fan out to the outside.
I was going to say you bent them, yeah.
But I already have all that set up
Hey,
because I have my CO2 laser, right? Hey,
Viking,
Thomas, how are you?
Viking, if you want a link, let me know. I'll bring you in.
Hey, Thomas.
Yeah, so I already have those vents for my CO2 laser. So all it would be is putting a white connector on it, and then running another bit of the flex tubing over to it. Is all it is.
Yep. Sorry, guys. I'm being really bad with the video here. Trying to do better. What's going on, Monkey? If you want a link, let me know. You can come hang out. Trying to assemble this the best I can with what I have, which isn't enough.
You know, and in the future, Justin, the way the wires are soldered onto the board there,
yep,
you might want to consider getting a connector mounted on there instead.
Oh, I understand that.
That way, then, if anything happens, you can just unplug it, and you're not putting tension on those cables.
Oh, I'm going to put a thermal fuse under there. I've got a few extras, so
yeah,
I'm going to get a 100C thermal fuse, and bed's never going to break that. So
now, if those wires come up, can they be resoldered back onto the bed?
Yeah. The only one you can't resolder is your thermistor, which is in the center of the bed. You just get a replacement.
The whole bed, or just the thermistor?
You just replace the thermistor, but the wires for the heating units, yeah, you can resolder them.
So here's
just use high temp solvers. All you do.
Another minor issue. I don't know if it happened in shipping, but look at the edge of the bed.
It was well, that's just because the screw hole is too close to the corner, and it probably got knocked, and the drill hole and the chamfering of it weakened it.
I'll agree with that. One more thing, right? Beta.
Doc, you need to make sure you take photographs of this and feed it back to Adam.
Oh yeah. He was watching earlier.
I know. Yeah, I know he was in there earlier on, but still, anything you find now while he's not on,
right?
Photograph it and send it to him.
Oh yeah. I'm in complete chats with him, so hopefully I'll have this done by Saturday, Monkey. But depends on how many more parts I'm missing. If I'm missing something needing.
Yeah, I'm doing my next live for the CNC will be Sunday. I normally do them Saturday. But for the next 2 weeks, I have stuff on Saturday, so I'm going to move into Sunday instead.
Right. I should be done by then, but
yeah.
I'm hoping the edge of this bed doesn't break off. I just have to be gentle. All right, where's my X? This wow stick is helpful. Dum dum dum.
I find it funny that they call that screwdriver a wow stick.
Yeah. Well, hey.
It sounds like a term they'd use in an adult movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think all the belt printers are heated, right? I think the Creality is a heated bed.
Yeah. Well, most printers are heated beds. Some of the older ones wouldn't have been, and some really small platform ones may not be. But if you want to print anything other than PLA, you need a heated bed.
Yep, heat is good. All right, we're on to the Z motors. So I need the Z motor.
Yeah, the belt printers do have heated. Now, this is a full size heated bed. Some of them have a 50-50 split, whereas the part near of the heated bed, the part near the printhead is heated, and the other half of the bed away from the printhead, leading to the edge of the printer, is not. So that actually allows a part to cool as the belt rolls forward, and it allows for separation from the bed as the part rolls over the edge. You can PETG on unheated beds does work if you use some sort of adhesive, like hairspray or glue stick or something like that. But without a heated bed, if it's cold, unless you live in a very warm climate where it's naturally ambient warm, you'll probably run into issues with PETG sticking.
I remember having to use hairspray with that Maker Select I mentioned. That thing was a pain.
Yeah, I don't use hairspray on mine. I use a glue stick. I like glue stick.
Yeah.
And what the nice thing about glue stick is, when you use glue stick once on a print, you spray it with a little. When you're done, you do a small spray of water on the bed.
Yeah.
Heat the bed again, and the glue stick is like it was put on fresh again.
Yep.
I get about 10 prints before I have to apply anything else again. Maybe even more. Maybe 15.
And then now we've got this Vision Miner adhesive, which is just.
I don't use that. I stick with cheap
this stuff.
I stick with cheap old glue stick. It works fantastic.
So I apply the Nano Miner once about every 100 prints, and it sticks and it stays.
And what do? You spray it afterwards, or what do you do?
You pour it on you pour it on the bed and spread it.
But I mean after a print is done, to get it to, you have to refresh it like by dampening it or anything.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
I don't use it. As I said.
It's amazing stuff.
I go to Staples. I buy the jumbo glue sticks, the big jumbo glue stick down there. I buy one pack in a year, and I print a lot. And like that would last me a year and a half. Like it's not very often I have to refresh it.
I've done 7 of these so far with one application of nanopolymer.
Yeah,
it's still going strong.
Nano is just gnarly, awesome stuff. It really is.
Yeah, and as I said, the way I do mine, because I dampen it afterwards to refresh it.
You can get a sample for like $5.
I know, no, it's not that at all. But it's just that I don't have a need for it, because like when my bed cools, my parts fall off on their own. So
yeah, same with the Nano. When it cools, they pop off.
Yeah, and I only use that on my glass beds. On any other bed, I don't use anything, because on my Flex Steel, on the Flex Steel ones I have, I don't need to.
A few quality issues on the parts. These holes have got to be like opened a little.
Oh, it's probably what depends on the material. If it's ABS, it probably shrunk a little bit.
It was PETG printed on his version of the beta.
Yeah, but PETG will shrink a little bit, fraction as well when it cools. So
actually, I have warping on this part. If you look, it's kind of,
yeah.
Don't know why. No biggie. I'll probably end up reprinting most of these parts anyway at some point.
In PC or something.
Yeah, I've got some polycarb. I've got some other stuff lying around I want to try, but we'll see. Got to get through the beta system first. I want to get, I want him to get past Kickstarter before I start heavily modifying, because this thing will get modified. I know it's serial.
I'm sure based on the beta feedback, he'll make changes.
Oh yeah.
Adam will, and then when it goes live, people on the Kickstarter will give input as well. So it'll be a larger audience, and then from there there'll be a few more tweaks.
Yeah, I mean there's 35 beta testers.
And I know you, Jim, Zach, a couple of other experienced users are out there, so you pick out stuff pretty fast.
Right. Glad I have extra screwdrivers. I probably will print this all in yellow, actually.
That will make Mike very happy.
Well, there's a yellow out there. I got to see if Atomic makes a yellow PETG. They make a bright green and a bright orange. And I'd like to use a yellow PETG.
Oh, yeah.
Like a neon. Sorry for squeaking, everybody. Okay.
Yeah, Form is going to do Clipper install when first chance he gets.
Yep, I might completely agree with that. I like Clipper. I like Marlin. Two of my printers are Marlin. One's Clipper, but I put Clipper on the Zaribo, and it didn't print reliably. Or Caribou. I got to call it the correct thing. It didn't print reliably. I never got a good first layer.
I'm planning on putting Clipper on my Ender 5 Plus.
I'm sure
you can do it. You can do it natively.
Yeah. Holy crap! So for some reason, this is thread. So the holes are a little too small, and I'm getting pieces of plastic everywhere from the threads.
They will if you ask for it, Dan.
Yeah, Neon Yellow Pet. I bet. He did what? Neon Brown for the community. So
you should do it in phosphorescent. So at nighttime when you walk in, it will glow in the dark.
I'd be up for that.
Yeah, a phosphorescent. Like do it in it'll be white or yellow, but it glows phosphorescent green at nighttime because it's only an additive, right?
Yep.
The phosphorescence is an additive to the filament.
If I had the choice, I would have literally printed all of the parts that needed to be printed myself.
So you're saying that your machine, what is not heating?
The heat bed is not being set at all, I bet.
Is the bed or the nozzle that's not heating up? The hot end is not heating. But if you set it manually, it does heat.
You have to vacuum.
That's weird. Yeah, but if it heats when he sets it manually, then it's not a connection issue. It's something in the G code.
Could be G code. The hot end doesn't heat. What the? That's got to be G code, in my opinion. But
yeah, like the M104 command should be in there to heat your hot end.
Yep. M104 S whatever.
S and the temperature, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Biggest question is what slicer.
He said he's tried with different splicers. So maybe there's something in the opening G code that's canceling it.
Right.
That could be it too.
So we have ourselves a S36012. Where is it? Power supply. Sorry for the glare. With a fan at 110 because it shipped at 220.
Okay, I have a question. Is there furls on the wires?
There will be if I,
And if there is not, make sure you feed it back to him that they need to be done before shipping.
Oh, I know. I've got ferrules. I've got one of those 1200 ferrule or 12 whatever, however big ferrule kits. So, 4x10. So,
could be a serial maybe
4x10 and 3x10. Power supply cover, power supply frame mount.
I run the G code from the print online. That's why I'm thinking, is there something in your start G code that could be, or depending on the slicer, some slicers have extruder G codes, and it could be something in there that's canceling the heating. And most people, when they go from slicer to slicer, they copy the start and end G codes and whatever it is from machine to machine, from different slicer to slicer. There could be something in there. Dum you have my contact information. Send me the G code file. And I'll have a look at it I'll have a look at it for you to see if it is G code. I'll even run it. I don't have the same printer as you, but I'm sure I can get it. I can run it on one of my own machines to see if it heats the nozzle or not. If it works on one of mine, then it's probably something on something in the machine itself. Then
I assume this is the power supply note. I don't know.
yeah, you email it to me. You have my email. You can reach me on Facebook or wherever. You know how to get in touch with me. You're always on my streams anyway, so.
So I'm trying PCTG on my Focus.
PCTG.
The Sentium PCTG. It took forever for the bed on the Focus to get to 80.
Yeah.
The Focus is a 24 volt, but 80 is a high temperature for. But it's a small bed.
Yeah. But we'll see. With the 30-minute print, we'll see how it looks.
All right. So.
Yeah. PCTG. Well, PCTG is way stronger than PETG as a material. Anyway, way stronger.
Power supply covers for this. And this.
I don't need the strength, but it's the only filament I have in my studio that's transparent, white, like natural.
Nice.
Oh, clear. Okay.
I want a clear one.
Hey, Jim, how are you? Jim is back. He's finished his TV series.
Going. I'm missing a couple parts.
His Netflix and chill time is over.
Yep. Jim, if you want in, I'll be glad to send you a link if you'd like to hang out, chat, talk about your eventual beta. That'd be cool to have you, but I understand if you're busy. So. With this little.
I was hoping to avoid that.
Huh.
What happened?
No, I didn't want to do infill on the walls, and it's doing just a ziggy little infill, and I should have done one more wall.
Yeah.
That's all right.
All right.
Oh, well. That'll add another.
It's interesting I'm putting the power supply cover on now when I need to run power wires. But okay, I'm just.
So you're gonna have to fire it up, right?
Jim just popped in to say hi. I think he's getting ready to go. He needs to do some stuff at home and then sleep.
Let's see. Attach this mount to here. And one of these. Okay.
Yeah, tagging on mobile is intermittent. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
I can never get it to tag on mobile.
I've got it work a handful of times, but it's very sporadic.
Good thing is, Dan, I can always go backwards. Done it. I did it 4 or 5 times when I was actually more than 4 or 5 times when I built the Boron, so it's not like I'm not used to it. Let's see. I really wish I could put music in the back, but meh.
Yeah, you have to be careful about that, though.
Oh, no, I could put just
they're getting tough on it now.
Well, yeah, but they have the whatever DRM free music or whatever the heck it is.
Yeah,
that's what I'd be playing. Just something in the background.
I did a Facebook Live about a year ago. Driving home from bringing home some Jamaican food from Maria, and I did a Facebook Live on my drive home, about a half-hour drive. And I just had the radio on in the background.
Yeah.
And then about 3 months ago, so we're speaking 8 months later, I got an email from Warner or whatever saying, or it was a claim against a song that was playing in the background. Like, I thought, are you kidding?
Yeah.
Anyway,
they like to do that. They're picky about it anymore. It's kind of, I understand it's their music, yada yada, but you know. How's it any different than just playing it in the car?
Well, yeah, you know.
Yeah, I do. I do mostly. Well, until recently, I do mostly PETG prints. I've been doing a lot of PLA recently because I'm doing a different project. That which most of you know what the project I'm working on anyway, right? Um, but when I'm doing outside of that, I normally buy the larger spools of PETG because I print mostly with PETG. I get the 2.5 kilo spools from IC3D is what I buy.
6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Control board, case and lid. I'm sad we haven't assembled the frame at all. That, in my opinion, first thing you should do. But
well, I'm guessing everything gets dropped onto the frame once you put the frame 4 parts together.
Right.
He's having you build the components and then put them on. Then you just put them all onto the final piece.
You're probably not wrong, but it's nice to. I always like doing the frame first. That's so. I mean, when I built the Voron, that's what I did. So, got to put the heat sinks on here. Except there's all. There should be 4.
I think didn't it take you two streams to do the frame on that, Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the right.
Yeah, I could have done it in an hour or two, but it was live streaming, right? So
yeah,
it's live streaming. You just take your time, and I kept losing my nets and all sorts of stuff.
Well, I'm going to drop off, Justin, because I'm up at 5 a.m. and it's 11:15 here.
I still need to eat dinner. That's the fun thing. I've been doing this for 2 hours, and I haven't even had dinner because I got home, showered, and hopped on stream.
Well, if you're continuing tomorrow,
yep, I will be.
I will be on to hang out.
Cool.
So message me the link when you do go live.
Yep, it'll probably be in the mid to late afternoon. I got a lot.
That's fine. I'll pause briefly but I can watch it while I work.
Yeah.
But there is a time difference between us anyway. So mid afternoon for you is the end of the afternoon for me. So.
Yeah. Well, I'll post ahead. Tim will hang out for a bit, and then
I can hang out for about another 10 or 15 minutes.
That works. Then I'll call it good at that point because again, I don't like to stream on my own.
You're Central Time, aren't you?
No, Mountain.
You're Mountain, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Colorado High Time.
Yeah, so if you do it about 3:00 tomorrow, that would be the end of my day, of my work day. So theoretically.
Right.
All right, guys. It's fun as always.
Thanks for hanging in. We'll see you on the next one.
And I will see some of you on here tomorrow. Ciao, guys.
See ya. All right. I'm missing.
Then there were 2.
Yep. Everyone's leaving. It's okay. I know. We're not. I'm not the most exciting maker, but, I like to do these big.
People are always interested in anything.
This is true. Well, I'm also working on getting my pilot's license slowly.
Oh, nice.
So if I can, I've got a few medical hurdles I might have to jump. So we'll see. It'd be nice to be able to fly a plane. I've flown. I've done 3 or 4 flights already. 3 flights. And I'm going potentially again Saturday. I need to work on ground school, but even if I don't go through with it, I get to fly a plane a few times.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it's fun. The last time I went, I was in a 180 horsepower Cessna, which was a torquey little bastard. That thing was fast.
I'd love to get a pilot's license, but my eyesight would not let that happen.
Yeah, as long as you have the right prescription, they'll let you through on that.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I was wondering how that was going to work. I'm going to put a chain chain cable on my rat rig eventually. The way I've wired up the wire loom didn't hold too well, so right now it's being held up by a sort of a suspension thing from the ceiling so it doesn't drop onto the man.
Wiring's my biggest pet peeve. I hate wiring.
Oh yeah, well, it's either messy or it's clean. I mean, I don't think there's any in between.
Yep. Yeah, it's my Voron. The underside, when I started wiring, it was clean. And then I added more and more and more wiring. And now it's I even put a distribution block in there, just trying to clean it up, and nope. Just, I mean, I got to pull the Voron out tomorrow, and one of the motors doesn't want to be happy because the wiring is not perfect. So easy. It's an easy fix. I just have to.
Just got to do it.
Yep. And the problem is with my current setup, which is actually recently new, everything was on a big old desk I got for free, and then I needed more organization, so everything ended up on this, storage unit. Getting printers out is a pain in the ass. Sorry for the squeaking. This plastic is just too tight.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to mention to him that these parts need to be upsized about 1%.
Yeah.
1%, I think. I think he had some...
PETG?
Yeah, PETG.
Yeah,
IC3D. And IC3D is great, but I've had issues with it in the past.
Yeah.
If I print parts for this, it'll all be PETG. And I've done PETG for years. I'm wondering if maybe his extruder isn't fully tuned for extrusion multiplier. That, again, everything will be tuned. Every printer I have has been highly tuned for steps and extrusion. Like, what comes out is what I ask it to come out. So, I'm picky, but, I can be picky. There's some people that never touch that. I mean, when I first started, I never touched that. I was like, nope, let's just go.
I didn't know what it was.
And it's like, you start having issues, and I had an issue when I was printing all the parts for the Zaribo, Caribou, whatever. It's still Zaribo to me because that's what I bought it as. Still says it on it. I had an issue where the hot end, an E3D hot end, was rotating in its mount and not giving straight lines. It was the lines would wave. I ended up using a full kilogram of filament, and then I figured it out with the help of Chris Warcocky. And I had another roll, and everything came out beautiful. So, and parts are okay looking. They're not, perfect. They're parts.
They'll suffice. They'll function.
Yes, these are printed on a belt printer, so it's kind of it's different. And again, it's something I'll tune for, and if I can get it better, I will. If I can't, I won't. It is a Bowden system, which is one thing I've never owned. So I understand how to manage with it because I supported 300 makers with various different printers through our effort. You guys can see all this black stuff like everywhere from these screws. That's just the screws are pulling it out, so I'm gonna have to vacuum this freaking thing. Of course, attach the lid after wiring. Well, it's attached for now. Whatever. I don't care. I'll fix it later. Again, printers like this, 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
Yeah.
No big deal. Paul Chase, I recommend find a good local school and go on an intro flight. Just go. You would be so, and make it a longer one. The biggest thing with intro flights, most of them are, half hour. You walk around the plane, you talk a few things, and you get up in the air, you fly a bit, and you're done. I made mine an extended intro because I've been flight simming for 20 years, and I really wanted to experience flight. And so the first flight, they normally don't let you take off and land yourself. Second flight, he let me take off. Third flight, he let me take off. I think in the next 2 flights, I might actually get to land, which will be awesome. So
landing is a little more tricky than taking off, obviously, or
it is. It is, but I've also been flight simming, so I understand the dynamics behind it. I don't understand the feel behind it. That's That's the biggest thing is the feel of the plane. You don't get that in a flight sim. You're looking at a screen. You can't feel the plane literally buffet and shake when you're going too slow.
It's not like a NASA flight simulator. They don't have all the bells and whistles.
I wish I did. Man, I wish I did. Where is my mic? There it is. Down to 9. And then there were 9. That'd be cool. Yeah. Right now is a disaster for aircraft storage.
Yeah.
For some reason, hangars are expensive as hell and hard to come by. Like in Colorado, it can be a 5-year wait list for a hangar.
Oh, really? Wow.
Mm-hmm. And there's one airport where they cost $200,000-$300,000. And I am missing 2 screws.
Oh no!
Seriously? Maybe not. I'm actually not. I was going to be mad, but no, I'm not. I'm just not sure where they are. I'm 5 by 10. What the heck? Yeah, there's a couple I'm missing. What the heck? Oh, I bet they're M3 by 10. Yep, he just marked it wrong. So. Let's get some more plastic everywhere. Pull this. Shove that through. Yeah, there's a lot I'm going to reprint, but for now.
So you printed all the parts?
No, they came printed. I would gladly have printed all those parts. He printed them all, which I think slows down this thing. I'd be glad to print more parts. I think most of the beta testers have at least one printer, if not multiple.
Oh, I hope so, yeah.
And I would have been glad to print my parts, which will happen. I will take the files and I'll reprint them someday. And for me, there's things to be improved. But again, he's printing on an unproven printer. That's why we're in a beta.
Paul Case is heading off.
Say again?
Paul Case is heading off.
Hey, Paul. Good luck on the rest of the print. Well, I'm not printing right now, but you have a good night. I think you meant build. I know you're probably tired. It's all good. I like to give people a hard time. Hey, Tim, question. She made any progress?
She's working on it slowly.
Okay.
I keep on her every day. She's doing job searching right now too. So
I understand.
Yeah, but she said she's got it started.
Good. Started's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. I've been going after a logo for 2 years, so
yeah.
It's not like I can't wait, But since you were here, I thought I'd bug you.
No, I keep on her every day in the morning. I say, "Oh, by the way,"
right.
She says,
she's like, "I know."
We're kind of desperate for her to get a job now. So.
Oh yeah, I know. I understand. Jobs are out there. They're just hard to come by right now for some reason.
It sucks sometimes though when you're overqualified for a job and they say, "Well, we think you'd probably, want too much in the future." But I just, and when she just wants a job.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's I think overqualified is a silly excuse.
Oh,
to not get a job.
Here's the.
Oh, okay.
And you can kind of see what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, again, printed on a belt printer. It looks like this one was printed. I don't know. I think this way. Maybe it wasn't belt printer. No, it looks like it is because there's a flat. I don't know. Maybe not. I may just be a regular.
Like a little bit of ghosting on there.
I mean, it's not even smooth. Like.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Again, and no offense to Adam, I'm sure he'll rewatch, but I'm very picky about.
Again, it's just a matter of tuning the printer.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, my Voron, both my Prusas print gorgeous parts because I spent. I've had one Prusa, the middle one, which is signed by Joseph Prusa.
Okay.
I've had that since 2018, January 2018.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we're talking 3.5 years. All right, so that is done. Frame. Hey, there's a frame to be built.
There you go.
Woo-hoo. Now to clear some space because I know I'm going to need it. All right. So we got some 2060, which is right here. Holy crap. Look at this freaking thing. 2060.
Wow.
That is some, I've never seen that before. I've heard of it, but I wonder if it's Misumi or.
Okay, a 2040 and a 2060.
So we have 2060 and then multiple 2040s.
Oh, okay.
I think everything else is 2040. I think this is the rear. Yep, this is the rear of the frame where the cantilever arm rides. Then we have side frame, front frame.
First man says he has 2080s. 2080s. It's massive.
Yep. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm running some 4040 on
right.
Voron.
I thought these 3030s were big.
Yeah. I mean, the Zaribo Caribou is 3030. And then prepped sub-assemblies. Okay. So side pieces. Okay. We're actually assembling the frame? What the heck? Can't believe. Yeah, I'm going to have to. I think another half hour, maybe an hour at most. I know if you leave, I'll probably call it. But.
Yeah, I can go maybe 15 more minutes at the most.
Yeah. I mean, if someone else wants to hop in, I'll actually post the link in chat if someone else wants to hop in. But
yeah, I'm sure somebody may hop in. There's what do we have? There's 8 people watching now.
Yeah. The hardest thing is unwrapping this shit.
Yeah, that can be fun.
Yeah, when I did the Voron, I mean, the frame alone was $200 and some bucks, you know.
Wow.
I mean, well, it was also, you know, this was pre-kit. Like, when I built my Voron, there were no kits out there. It was all supply your own stuff, which I did. Cost me, because of the way I sourced stuff, that printer cost me about $3,000.
3?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because I went pretty much American made for everything as best I could. Maybe or American sourced, maybe not American made, but
what is it? A 400?
Huh?
Is it a 400?
350 by 350 by 500.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's a beast. Trying to figure out. Okay, so these holes go there.
Well, good night, Phil.
Have a good night, Phil. We'll see you next time. You would join, but I have to prep for my build tomorrow. It's all good. I understand. People have lives. You're not allowed to have lives, but I'll prove it. Let's see. 1, 2. All right. So, pull this up a little. Hello. Crotch cam. Frickin' nice. Where's John Mack when you need him? Let's see. Interesting, like, assemblies. Let's see. Gonna stick these in pre-assembly. Okay.
Nothing like the sound of bolts sliding into aluminum extrusions.
Yep. Well, there's holes tapped and everything, but
that's good.
Sorry, my head keeps.
With the Voron build, didn't you have to tap all your own holes and everything?
Nope. Ordered from Misumi, pre-tapped.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay.
So I would not. I don't have the capability for that.
No, I wouldn't want to attempt that because I mean, off by the slightest bit, and your frame's not square.
Yeah, my frame's. I took a lot of extra time to make sure that frame was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and then, you know, someone said, so my 4040s, you don't use 4040s in most Vorons. The 4040s are my verticals. Because it's such a big printer, I wanted vertical integrity.
Ah, okay.
If I had been smart, I should have done the rest, except for the actual motion system. with 2040. It would have. I ended up buying additional 2020 because I didn't want to take the printer apart and just adding it out because I needed to enclose the printer, and you can't do that if you have 20 millimeter space. All right, so we have some of the frame. Dun dun dun.
Look at that. It's a start.
Yeah, Zach's a bit ahead. He's done, but he didn't know.
When did he start?
Yesterday. He got his printer yesterday. Mine came today.
Oh, okay.
So he also lives. I mean, the guy's in Ohio, so he lives a bit closer.
Oh, okay.
And I'm in Colorado, so I was afraid UPS wasn't going to deliver today. Like they were supposed to be here by 12:30, and they're just driving around the neighborhood. They drove past my place like 3 times.
Oh, wow.
I don't know why, because they're stupid routing software, but they did. Connect rear roller mounts with 8 millimeter rollers through the bearings. Okay. So they're using smooth rods as rollers for the belt. I don't know if that. I mean, you tighten the belt, but if it was me, I'd find a different way to move the belt.
Right.
Because smooth rods, it doesn't grip, in my opinion, but again, not my design, just my input. Come on. Jeez. All right, where's my knife? I just got to be careful not to actually score the rods.
Darren says right turns only, it's faster.
Right? Yeah, well, that's kind of my role. When I started in my industry, I was a parts driver, and if I got stuck at a light, I turned right. Believe it or not, it was faster.
2 rights, 3 rights make a left.
Pretty much. Especially if you know the town that you're in.
Yeah. It's tricky downtown where my office is. It's all one-way streets downtown Calgary.
Oh, that's like Denver. Like here in Denver, an hour south of me, pretty much everything's a one-way street. But then you have alleys and lights everywhere. And,
I think Denver is very similar to Calgary as far as the infrastructure and where the streets are.
Jeez. Whoever wrapped these freaking rods did a very good job. I'm going to spend forever unwrapping them.
Almost too good.
Yeah. Oh, it's like they heat shrunk them. I mean, I understand it. I can't even get the crap off my fingers.
Static.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, Colorado, dry climate. We're 5,000 feet higher than most. So most, not all. Maybe except like some of the. I mean, I'm in Colorado. Yeah, it's not bad. I like the state. Born and raised here. Never. I'd leave, but my wife wouldn't. She's got family here, so I do too. But my family would be just fine. Her family's a little clingy. No offense to her, but just a little. All right, so I need this mount and this mount. Okay. Connect roller mount with these. Oh, okay. It slips in the bearings. I see. Ow.
Okay, so that's the bed rollers, huh?
Yeah, I guess. Just trying to. The biggest thing is lining up the T-nut with the frame. Well, I'm just going to have to do them one at a time because there's no way otherwise. Come on. Sorry, guys. I know you can't see this. It's tough because I have it hung off the side of the thing. Let's try this guy. Oh, come on. Line up. Bastard. Where's Dave from Printed Solid when you need him? He's coming in here and give me a hard time.
So that's going in there with T-nuts, is it?
Huh?
Going in there with T-nuts?
Yeah. Yep. If I can ever figure out how to get them lined up. The hardest thing is lining these things up.
Yeah.
Like when I built the Voron, everyone's like, "Oh, use the twist T-nuts." I'm like, "No, I end up with the spring nuts because then I didn't have to chase them down the freaking frame." That's the one thing. It's like spring nuts are the best. Put them where you need them, and you keep on going. One thing I'm noticing on these parts as well, some of the edges are shedding.
Oh, okay.
Like the corner parts, they're just like not the best layer adhesion, but that can be tuned for.
Yeah.
This thing will be badass with the tuning I do. So I do so much tuning. All right, let's see. Will this fit in here? Okay. Okay then. These I don't. They're the same length.
Too short?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
No, unless I'm using the wrong mount. I don't think I am.
Doesn't look like any of the other mounts would make a difference, though.
No. What the heck? Like, it doesn't go all, what the heck? Oh, maybe because it's loose? No. I mean, it's like, yeah, it could just be loose. I don't know. I'll worry about that later. Well, I don't know. I'll push it all the way over here, then I'll tighten them. And... Beta! I really need a thing at the bottom flashing beta. This is a beta.
Yeah, really.
Jeez.
Now, are they on the right side of the extrusion?
Yeah, according to the pictures.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, I'll tighten them and see where I go from there.
See if it fits, yeah.
Sorry for the squeakiness. Headphone warning. Tighten these. Maybe I'll put the end on and it'll help. I am a... Let's try this again. Yeah, we should be good now. I don't know. Shove this through. Huh. It's like he could add 5 millimeters on either end.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it won't stay. Like, it is maybe a millimeter of engagement on these bearings.
Oh, that's not right.
No.
So either the bar is too short or those pieces are meant to be on the inside and it's just wrong in the picture. But that's.
I mean, it could be. Let me look at Zach's notes on Discord. He put a bunch of notes in our troubleshooting group. Yep, the shaft is almost too short.
Oh, okay. Is that what he said?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'll figure something out. But yeah, the shafts are definitely too short. So they probably will work themselves out. Who knows?
Because what's going to hold them in?
The bearings. That's it. I mean,
that's it.
That's it.
So I can see if the belt is riding a tad crooked, they could pop out.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's. I mean, I have other smooth rods lying around. I could probably figure something out, but.
Well, as you say, beta.
Yep. Well, the other issue is he's building other ones. So is he gonna,
Right.
He's building more betas. There's 35 beta units.
Wow.
And some of the guys, you can get them like 90% assembled, but they're going to be one of the last people to get them because he wants to throw parts in a box, which you got to make sure they're all there. But yeah.
There's not retaining clips or something to hold them into the bearings, because even if they were the right length, they would still float.
Yep. I think what happened was the bed came in bigger than he intended, and he had to redesign a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that may have messed with some of the parts he already got.
Right.
So that could be some of the reason. Control board, which I'm going to have to pull that top off anyway, but that's okay. The belt will be the last thing. It's a nice design. It's just, refinement.
What kind of a board to come with?
E3, SKR Mini E3 V2.
Okay.
So, and it's a 12 volt. Slide the heat bed onto the frame. Are you kidding me? Well, I can always pull the bed off, but I'm not thrilled with putting the bed on right now, but okay. Now I got to figure out where the wiring's supposed to go for the bed.
Yeah.
Because that's not in the diagram.
Oh, no.
And it's a lot of wire, too. I wonder. Let's see. So it goes this way, I think.
Yeah, a big part of a final release of something like this is going to be clear instructions.
Oh, yeah. The instructions are very basic.
Yeah.
To say the least. I'm definitely having issues keeping up, and some of it's just not perfect. And the beds be on the upper rails. Okay, this is going to be the hardest part, is mounting the bed. I have to align two different brackets. What the heck? Come on. Line up in the hole. In the hole. Right. What I'm noticing on these screws is you have to have very little thread engagement for these T-nuts to slide in the slots.
Oh, okay.
Very little. Like, I'm talking maybe a thread and a half.
So they could maybe be another 2 millimeter or a millimeter longer.
I'd say a millimeter longer would be beneficial.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I still haven't had dinner. It's almost what? Almost 10 my time. Jesus.
Yeah, 10 to 10.
Holy crap. So much for dinner. I guess I'll just eat a big breakfast.
I'm good till 10 o'clock.
Yeah. That'll work. I'll probably cut it off at 10 anyway, but
yeah.
So there's the beginning of.
Okay, so that's.
Remove the heated bed from the heat bed mounts. What the?
What?
And so if you look, so there's the
control board.
If you look right there, let me get some light.
So it won't slide by there. Did you freeze? I think Justin froze. I think I'm on here alone.
Okay, then.
I think you froze.
I have an issue with my computer. If I'm using it in any like major way for more than like a couple hours, it reboots.
Oh, okay.
Randomly, like it just fully rebooted. So let me see if I can get logged back in. And I don't know. It just literally froze and rebooted. So I need to get in there and look and see what the heck's really actually going on. But let me see if I can get back into the stream here. It's just frustrating because you do all this, you get all set up, and then the computer reboots. You know, he froze Tim Takeover. Nice.
That's happened to me before with Jason on my stream, where my computer just blah.
Yeah, I mean, but it's been happening a lot lately too, and it's really frustrating. Let's see. I'm almost back in. Give me a sec. Let's see. Over here. All right, I'll be there. Hold on.
Oh, that turned out good, my PCTG. Oh, you left me solo. Oh, there we go.
I'm back. Stupid computer. Okay. So now I got to pull this mount. So yeah, there's definite issues. His build is out of order. Like having to pull the bed off. If it was me, I would just mount the things and adjust there.
So basically, it said put the bed on. Now you got to pull the bed off.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Like put the bed on to mount the mounts, and then just take it off. I'm like, okay.
Just some tweaking in the instructions, obviously, but
yeah. I understand their new instructions, but I don't know. I'm wondering. I'll have to ask him. Do I mount this backwards? I think so. Yep. Okay, so those are backwards. And this side. Okay. So I have some mounts on this side. I'm going to flip really quick. Whoops. I really wish my computer, like, hey, give me a report of what happened. I think it's an issue with my graphics card. I used to mine.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I think I might have worn out my graphics card internally, but that wouldn't make a computer restart. That would just make it fail. But
I wouldn't think it would just automatically reboot a computer.
Could be real. I really need to sit down and diagnose it so this doesn't continue, but I also don't have the patience right now. I don't really want to deal with it right now. And I could just take the damn thing to Micro Center. I bought every part from Micro Center, so
right.
I could take it there and they warranty it after a certain time. So, but the problem is then they hold on to it for 2-3 months.
Yeah.
And I use this. It could also be the motherboard. I did recently upgrade the motherboard. It could be power related, which I don't know. I don't. The problem is when they just reboot, they don't blue screen. You don't know.
Yeah, they don't give you much warning.
No, I was sitting here talking, and then I was gone. Mika's like, take over. You could have for a few seconds. It's just frustrating. Like if I stream tomorrow, I'm gonna have to deal with it halfway through a stream.
Yeah.
And I would never, ever take my computer to a Best Buy. That's just a way to get shit taken. Come on. line up. There's one. Hey, that actually lined up quickly. Maybe. Hey. Yeah, these things, the T-nuts are impossible to line up.
Sometimes they can be so annoying.
Oh, yeah. Because you have to get it at the perfect angle. And then they fall off like the one just did on the other side.
Yeah, of course.
Because you have no thread engagement. Well, at least it looks like a printer-ish. There's not really anything about it.
That's got a little bit of a unique look.
Mm-hmm. Well, when the bed came in bigger, he had to modify some things.
Uh-huh.
He got 30 or 40 beds, all too big, so he had to modify that. The mounts, and then he had to put electronics under the bed, which, I mean, whatever you gotta do, but still. Let's push this. Maybe. What the hell? Why are we caught up? What is holding me up here? Oh, I bet that's why. One of these is probably too tight. So the bed's supposed to just
slide across?
Yeah. Ah, the springs and the screws are causing pressure.
Oh, okay.
So if it's not lined up perfectly, it doesn't slide. And you literally have to walk them forward. Another minor thing. If it was me, use something different. I don't know. And the bed's supposed to go under this. I'm like, yeah, how? Oh. Oh, that's not the right tool. I should use the right tool for what I'm using.
The right tool for the right job.
Meh. That's why I have a toolbox to my left. So that, according to the diagram, let me flip it this way. That is what the bed's supposed to look like.
Oh, okay.
Except for the fact that I can't shove this under the bed. I can shove it. Oh, it goes all the way to it. Okay. That makes sense. Let's see. Oh, wrong way. Okay. So I still have to walk this forward some more.
So if I'm looking at this right, it's basically a flat belt printer.
Yes.
So it's not printing on that angle.
Correct. Yeah, it prints at a 30-degree angle.
30-degree angle. Okay. Yep.
So.
Okay.
Which is fine. I don't really care what angle it prints at as long as it prints well. Okay. And I recommend moving the bed. Yeah, no, I'm not going to move that yet, but I got to rotate this thing to tighten the mounts because now I have them in place and I want to remount them. Of course, remounting them is going to be an absolute pain in the butt. So I don't know if I'm going to actually pull the bed off. I know he says to, but I'm not sure. Not sure. Yeah. Wiring. Oh, I see why. Because the box. We'll see. I'm not going to take it off now. I can deal with it later. We got about what? And you got to go, Tim, don't you?
Yeah, 10 o'clock right now on the nozzle.
On the nozzle. Well, I'm still here. Who else is lurking in chat?
Let's see. You have 7 watching now. Actually, I guess if I leave, it'll be 6.
Yep.
But nobody
I'm
is
watching
saying,
technically to help with the hours.
nobody's saying much in the chat.
Nope, they're all asleep or they're watching like a Loyal Moses stream because he actually makes them interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Chris Lane.
Oh, there it is.
Oop, dropping things.
I'm going to leave you to it.
Well, I appreciate you being here. I'll be on tomorrow, so if you're free, come on by.
I'm free. I'll pop by tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Justin, see ya.
Thanks, bud. See you in a bit.
Good night, everybody.
All right, YouTube, it's just me. Run, hide, it's just me. All right. I'll probably run for another 10, 15 minutes. Completely forgot about dinner. My wife knows how that is when I get in here. I completely forget there's a world outside. So I know I need to go to bed soon so I can get a haircut in the morning, but no biggie. All right. Stay. Damn. Stay. Well, what are you guys up to otherwise? And are you excited for this printer to come out into the world? Or is it too early to get an answer for that? Because it could easily be just too early to give a good answer. So, power supply onto the frame. Cool. That's an interesting spot for the power supply, right next to the heat bed. Yeah, I definitely grew, but for the price, if he got it at a good price and can continue, this will be one of those printers that if it succeeds like we hope, it will make the market a whole different place. Belt printers may be more available. All right. This goes, I don't know, about here. Let's call it there. The biggest thing with the kit is it's hard to locate some of these parts, like where they actually belong. I will say I'll probably reprint most of these parts in ABS. Add a little percentage for shrinkage, just for longevity, because we all know heat and touching don't always do well. They do okay, but a lower rail, son of a bitch. Hey, if I put it on the right rail, it's good. Oh, damn. 500 by 500? What are you going to print with that? I'm just wondering, because people were crazy, telling me I was crazy when they built the Voron at 350 by 350 by 500. I mean, it's a beast. Love the damn thing. Do I use the 500? Not as much as I should, but I've got a company that I've been doing prototypes for, and they will, if they go into full production, and I'm waiting to find out, but I'll be waiting for a while, then I'll make a lot of money very quickly, and I'll be able to print the tall parts on the Voron and the short parts, the small parts on the, what can't you print with that? Things that are bigger than 500 by 500 would be the smart ass answer. That's just me being smart ass, but I am one, so. Squeaky! If I disappear without saying goodbye, my computer probably will reboot, but we'll see. All right, let's try this again. I see. If it was me, maybe put the power supply underneath. Yeah, I would agree with that. Put the power supply underneath. Make the mounts work. All right, frame, step 6. Wrong way. Still getting used to the camera being upside down. Again, I apologize, but car dashboards, that'd be cool. I could have used that. We had a customer come in with a Monte Carlo and had to find them a used one because they told ever since you, my thing was, yeah, that's a very big thing in the dealership world. A lot of people want free stuff, so they end up getting a free used dashboard. All right, front parts. We've got that and that. All right, so I need to rotate this thing because pictures are reversed. It's easier when you can actually reference the photos. Let's see. So this one goes this way. Slide onto front roller. I see. Okay. Yeah, I've got it. So the biggest thing for me, I think, is what am I going to do with the belt printer? I wish I had one a year ago when all this COVID stuff happened. And I won't talk politics in the COVID world, by the way. No politics. You will get put in timeout. I was doing face masks and having to change out printers every 3-4 hours or change out print beds. It was very annoying. I did not enjoy that, but it's part of the, how it's done. So, yeah. Who joined? We're up to 7. I've been streaming 3 hours. This is the longest stream I've done in months. As you can tell by the StreamYard logo, I don't pay for it anymore because I stopped streaming. Things just, change of priority, Plus, change a job doesn't always help. Come on. Oh, now we're up to 8. Who's here? Welcome to whoever's here, and please be cool and announce yourself, because that would be nice. All right, so the rearward motor or rod actually runs the belt, which is interesting if you ask me. But again, not my design. So this one's, oh, I see. What the? It's longer. Oh. I wonder. What the hell? That makes... Oh, okay. I see what he did. So that just needs to be adjusted. One of these rollers is not long enough. Huh. Or, yeah. So odd. Okay. Is this bent? No, just. Someone popped in, popped right back out. All good. Yeah. Wondering if this bearing is out of spec. Right up to about there. I'm going to tighten that here. Oh, no wonder. Wow. I paid attention. Nice. That would be why. Oh, she texted my wife. It's been a few hours. She just texted me. All right, let's try that again. There. Yeah, I basically zone out when I'm in here, so let's see. The world does not exist unless my phone starts ringing, then it starts existing. Just glad I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Oh my god, come on. There we go. What? Oh, okay. So that needs to be adjusted. That's a 3D printed part adjustment, though, isn't it? Well, crap, maybe not. Yeah, that can be adjusted, but. So there's a spot, and I'll show you guys. I got the Viper printing, new Marlin development. Oh yeah, Marlin development versions are not stable. So if you guys look here, it's kind of hard to see. So the rods are too short on one end because the mount's further right here. So the rod's only in there, God, barely. If it was me, I would adjust these maybe 2 millimeters in, just a hair. But again, just me. You know. But things to tell Adam. By the time you all get your printers, for those of you that aren't part of betas, heck, even some of you that are further in beta, there might be improved parts. By the last people to get it, it'll be impressive. All right, so front roller, attached crank to right side of the front roller. Oh, there's a crank? Okay. With a M520 bolt and a lock nut. Okay. That's it. So I guess, oh, I see. So you can eject prints maybe? Yes? I don't know. That's interesting. I've never seen a hand crank of a printer. Welcome to manual printers. Okay. We'll add it to it. We'll see why not. It's part of the directions. Well, kind of optional. Still going to do it. Everything's optional in this world. Any thoughts for dinner at 10 p.m. on what's today, Thursday night? That's the biggest thing. Still haven't had dinner. Just go to the freezer, see what we have, and cook something up. It's that point where if you eat, you stay up longer. But again, I don't have to do crap until somewhere around 9 in the morning. Get a haircut. I gotta clean this apartment. But sorry for allowing the text messages on the screen. Yeah, so there's literally, so I guess you can't see this. Let me, grilled cheese. I like that idea. I don't have enough bread though. I am low on bread. I need to go to the store and get more bread. There's that. Tools on the ground. Yeah, I need to go to the store anyway, but I bet someone would deliver grilled cheese at 10 o'clock on a Thursday night. God, it feels like Friday. All right, so here's where we are for those that are still watching. We have a half-assembled printer. Next. So, yeah, top-down view looks about right. So we've got our belt cranks, which are adjustable. It looks like we can adjust it. There's actually a hand crank, open face. Yeah, no. I gotta ferrule some wires and yada yada. Definitely like to reprint some parts. LCD mount to the frame on the right side. Okay. So the LCD mount mounts, and then the part right behind it's right behind it. What the heck? Yeah, some things. I would like to see two screws on the LCD mount, as well as bigger mount. Just something more all-encompassing. Not fully tighten. Okay. No, I won't. Okay. Attach the front extrusion. Okay. That is one tiny little extrusion. Look at this thing. So here's the cool part. And I should have shown this off early. So Adam from Powerbelt3D had, I can't remember who it was, one of his buddies lives close, with an etching machine. It etched this. Literally serialized printers. Not just a piece of paper. This is laser etched into the frame. And this goes on the front, obviously facing out, which is awesome. Why would I even mount? Oh, I see. So, one of the coolest things I would say is that. So, why the heck wouldn't I just do this? So, in the manual, there's a lot of manual stuff. I'm going to mention that to him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that is just cool. I mean, Powerbelt3D, Tinybelt Beta 001. It's kind of, they have all these auction cars. You go to Mecum, you go to Barrett Jackson, and they auction off every few years or so. Every now and then they'll auction off a Serial 1, which is just badass. Just because. And they go for a crap ton of money. I don't ever think this printer will go for that much money. It'd be nice. Investment. But again, it's a paid beta. I should have mentioned earlier in the stream, it's paid beta. It's okay, though. Come on. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yep, I fucked up. Well, that's going to stop me for tonight. I didn't realize. So I've got to, I'm not going to continue tonight. So I'll show you guys what I did. So on this side of the frame, there's an indent for the screws. If you notice on the opposite side, kind of hard to see, but on this side, it's on the wrong side. So I have to pull everything off this side, which in this case, I'll just unmount it, pull the T-nuts, remount. Damn. And that stops me for the night. I am done. So, well, for the 6 of you, 5 of you probably, still watching, I appreciate you guys hanging out. I will continue this tomorrow at some point. Not sure when. I will post it on Twitter, try to tag whoever's around. And, yeah, thanks for hanging out. Chris, you've been here since the beginning. I appreciate it. 3D Wildcat, thanks for hanging. For anyone else who's still hanging, Mika Steve probably, see you when we see ya. So you guys have a good night. We're going to cut out now. And see you all later. Will that make a difference the size of the rods? Not that I can tell. It literally is just upside down. I mounted it without paying attention. So, not a huge deal. It happens. It happened to me on the Voron. I mounted some shit backwards. So, no biggie. You guys have a good night. Thanks for hanging. And we'll see you tomorrow. Or today, or whoever, wherever we are. But for me, tomorrow. Ow. Good night. I pulled a llama. Good night.